Oh man, are we going live?
Yeah, we're already live. Oh,
We're already
you
live.
don't know how to respond to what? What do you mean? What's going on?
Oh, I accidentally called Siri a bitch.
Why wouldn't you call Siri a bitch? That kind of goes hand in hand, I think.
Well, I think she sometimes needs to be put in her place. It's
Uh,
not a it's not a female or male thing. It's just everybody needs to be put in their place.
that's fair. And but how do you? Well, let's extend on that. How do you discipline an artificial intelligence though?
Well, you got emotional abuse and physical abuse. You can't physically abuse a AI because you're just fucking with your own investment. So
That's absolutely true.
emotional it is. I think
What
I'm skilled at that one.
if it could grow into a personality? Like if your phone could grow into a personality, I guess we're talking about self-awareness. Okay, no, abort all that. No, I got nothing. Because
Abort,
I want to threaten it.
abort.
I
I
want
don't
to
like this.
like if it knew that it was the only one. If there's a way for it to discover that Siri, there's no other Siris like the Siri that's on my phone. Enough that
Yeah.
I would just be like, oh, you don't understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I could just shut this off. By the way, no,
Yeah.
please don't do that, PJ.
No.
Um,
No, please.
no. Hey, everybody, how we doing?
Hey, welcome to the stream. Oh no, the camera's
Yes.
over here.
Yeah.
Welcome to the stream.
You moved the stream over there. It's pretty cool. It's a good
Yeah, you
angle.
see, I wanted you guys to see this black backdrop I have
Nice.
so you don't see all my shit.
Yep.
And the closet. There it is.
Okay. Well, now that you've told us that there's a whole bunch of shit behind the curtain and there's a closet, you have to tell us what's behind the curtain and what's in the closet. Go ahead.
It's for another stream, guys. Sorry. Sorry.
Going through Danny's closets.
Yeah.
Shake and bake.
That would be a fun stream.
What?
You just go like on location at each of our places, and we both go through one of our closets.
But without the other person's permission. Like it's just,
Well,
I'm choosing this closet right
yeah,
here.
this is the one.
Yeah. I would think that if that was prefaced, like if I knew you were coming over, I would do a bit of cleanup. I'd do a bit of
Well,
cleanup.
that's no fun then. Why would you want to watch that?
I think that's the deal, though. Because then you try to find the nooks and crannies of what was forgotten. Oh, I totally forgot about this huge dildo.
It's a big old schlongerdong.
Yeah, it's sitting in the corner. I had no idea in a shoebox. Oh, well, I forgot about that. Everybody laugh at me. Hey, everybody. We're the Retrologists.
Yes.
We, Danny and I, we get together every Thursday together. This week we're remote. We're in separate locations. Last week we were in our studio together. Respecting distances.
Man, I wouldn't go that far.
Wow, we were doing a pretty good job. But and we're here to entertain you and have fun with talking about the past, talking about all things retro, whether it's pop culture, whether it's video games, cartoons, anything to do with nerddom or sci-fi-dom, if that's even a word. We love to celebrate it. Isn't that right, Danny?
We do. We do like to talk about the things that we like
Yep.
and the things we used to like.
Yeah.
I often think about when I think like retro.
Yeah.
I don't know why I think about it, but I think about those Sizzler commercials.
What?
Like
What?
I remember
Elaborate.
being a kid and being like, man, I want to go to Sizzler. And because I remember the commercials used to be like really cheesy, like, like 90s commercial,
Yeah.
neon everywhere.
Is it like, it reminds me of like something like Outback or Red Robin.
I think it was. I think it was a buffet style restaurant.
Oh my God, I miss buffets, man. But Sizzler?
It's a lost art. It's a lost art.
What, the lost art of eating at a buffet?
Yeah, buffets are. I feel like restaurants are too close to the bottom line to be able to afford the all-you-can-eat experience that a buffet brings.
That's a good point. It's people and food management at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I know in Metrotown there's the Uncle Willie's that may or may not still be there. And I remember we went there one time and it was just all potatoes. What? Every dish was potatoes.
They knew they were going to fill you up and you weren't going to eat much.
It's smart. It's clever.
You know, Red Robin here has endless fries. And everybody kind of jumps at it like, that's an amazing offer. But I'm like, who eats more than 2 plates of fries and still likes themselves? You know?
Actually, that reminds me of there's a fish and chip place near here that you could go that you could. It was like 2 pieces of fish and chips,
Yeah.
or you could have unlimited fish and chips for $1 more. And it was way hard to get past the 2. They were big
Right.
pieces.
Right. And even
And
if you got one more, they
yeah,
still made a buck off of you.
yeah, they got you. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I respect that. That's a good business model, and they don't know any better. So when you go back to buffets, they were just like pouring macaroni and cheese just into the same trowel, and
Yeah.
yeah, and in the Sunday bars, I think was majority of the time. We had a place in Ontario where I grew up called Ponderosa, and I don't know if the Ponderosa ever made it out to BC here, but the buffet on that, like that was you needed to prep ahead of time. Like,
Oh, they would line up, huh?
yeah, you needed to like void everything inside of you. And actually, you know what I mean? Just to get your dollar's worth.
Yeah.
Out here, there's a Korean restaurant called Shabuzan. And anytime,
Oh.
I love Shabuzan. Do you like Shabuzan?
Oh, we are huge fans. Huge
Love it.
fans.
Yeah. Shabuzan is awesome. So you'll appreciate the fact that when it's all you can eat, you better not have eaten all day.
Yeah, we prep hard for that.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
And I think one of the last times I had family visiting, I'd eaten a fairly large lunch, and they were like, "Hey, let's go to Shebazan," and I'm like, "No," and they're like, "Well, we haven't eaten all day, so we're going," and I'm like, "Oh my god," and I went and I ate so little, and
They
it
were just
felt so
yeah.
good. It felt like I was like, "Oh my god, I'm human. Is this the right amount that people eat?"
Yeah, I going to Shabusan, yeah, it's like you go in with the goal that I'm gonna leave and not hate myself, and if you're even
Fail.
close to the goal, you feel good. You're like, man, I can still be upright when
Yeah.
I get home.
It became an inside joke that every time we would order, I used to go with my friend Jovan, and every time we would go, we would eat everything, and we're like, "Oh, we're done eating. Oh my god, I feel good. Okay, let's go get the bill." And then the goddamn chicken wings would show up. The Courage, the chicken
Yeah,
Courage.
yeah.
It was always the last thing to arrive, well after you were done eating or hated yourself, and then you're looking at a plate of chicken wings, going, "Oh,
Son of a
I
bitch.
guess we better dive into this."
Yeah.
So it became an ongoing joke enough that he even sends me photos of like chicken karage. I think it's karage, wherever he happens to be eating it. Oh my god.
That's funny. It's funny. It's funny how everybody's been there. Everybody's
Yeah,
been there. We know.
it's great. It's really
Yep.
good food, surprisingly.
Yep.
And
And
yeah,
I'm pretty picky with sushi. Like
yep,
I have high standards.
fair.
I have standards.
Yep,
And for an all you can eat place, that they got great everything.
yep, absolutely. Shabuzan, reach out to us.
Yeah, yeah. As far as sponsorships go, yes, that would be the ideal one
We're a
for
big
sure.
We're big fans.
Yeah,
We enjoy
we like your stuff.
your
We like
meals.
it.
Yeah. Great. So before I came on here, I was really inspired. You and I have our inside movie that we love. Step Brothers is one of our favorite movies.
Oh yeah.
And so I decided before streaming, I was just grabbing some food, and I decided to throw on Talladega Nights.
Talladega Nights is an underrated
It
underrated
is.
flick for sure.
Yeah. I was just in the mood for it, and so I kind of threw it on. And to be honest, I only caught it like the first half an hour of it. But the chemistry that John C. Riley and Will Ferrell have is
Oh my god.
top notch. And I wanted to save this to during the stream because you and I started talking a bit beforehand. But I noticed in this movie, I think Will Ferrell dominates the conversations, and John is kind of in the wings for the jokes.
You're right. Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Will Ferrell's character is definitely more like poignant and yeah, get
Yep.
you.
Yep. Yeah, where in Step Brothers, I felt like it was kind of the opposite. I felt John Rhys Davies. John Rhys Davies? Oh my god.
No, that's not Gimli. He's not Gimli, baby.
No,
He's
it's
not
not
Gimli.
Gimli. Although that would be equally funny. I thought he was a little bit more in control. Anyway, so that's at least what I was doing before that.
Oh, nice.
What have you been doing? I've been dominating this conversation. What's going on?
What have I been doing? Well. Nothing.
Nothing. Well,
No,
you go ahead.
I've been following a lot of the PS5 event.
Yeah.
I think there was some announcements from EA today as well.
Yeah.
That I look forward to reading about.
Of course.
I'm excited for. Did you see the thing I posted in our Discord about Star Wars Squadrons? That looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it's cross-platform if I remember reading right.
Yeah, so that could be cool.
Okay.
I don't think it's. I think it's actually cheaper than the normal $90 or whatever it is games are now. So it could be interesting.
Okay.
Look forward to it. I think it's cool. Quite impressively, EA has said that there will be no microtransactions whatsoever in that game, which I think is...
Who's calling bullshit on that?
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
No, that's great. Yeah, that's good if that's the case. It means that it's got to be awesome right out the gate, right?
Yeah, exactly.
No firmware updates ever. Well, hold on. Slow down.
Yeah. Wait a second.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
Wait. Oh, I just realized I'm going to crack my beer here.
Oh, nice.
I was alluding to, and I appreciate that you dove right into EA. I was alluding to it was your birthday this week, bud.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I was a new age.
Yeah, you're all grown up.
Yep.
I decided not to celebrate my birthday this year, but you decided to celebrate your birthday.
Well, I don't think you decide to celebrate it or not. It rolls over and it happens. But
No. I didn't age this year. I decided not.
Oh, I see.
I'll age twice next year. No, I'll age twice next year. But this year, no, I'm not aging.
I think the key is the key to a birthday is doing whatever you want to do, and I didn't do a lot.
Well, is that what you wanted to do? Was nothing?
Exactly.
Love it.
Yeah.
You illustrated.
I milled about, as they do.
Milling's good.
Yeah.
Well, good.
So,
and somebody made you a video.
Oh yeah, Bob Log made me a video. I'm a very big fan of this artist named Bob Log the Third.
Yeah.
I would say he's my favorite concert I've ever been to.
Really? I don't know him at all.
Shit.
Is it copywritten? Can we play it? Should we or no?
Think so. I think we can. Yeah, I don't think it's copywritten. But to give you a little background,
can you put the link in chat maybe or no? What do you want to do? How do you want to send that to me?
Here, I'll bring it in chat.
Okay, hold on.
But I'll talk about him while I do this. So he is a one-man band. He plays slide guitar on like an old Harmony guitar.
Yeah.
And he wears a like a fighter pilot helmet and a flight suit while he plays.
Yes.
And he plays the drums with his feet. And he sings through a microphone that's mounted onto the helmet of his flight suit.
Brilliant.
And because he's not touring, and he tours relentlessly, I've seen him like 4 times now. He's not touring, so he does videos for people for their birthday, custom song where he asks the person what they like and dislike, and he makes a song out of it. So unfortunately, this is going to give away a lot of my likes and dislikes.
Oops. Yeah.
And people are gonna know too much.
We'll listen to a bit of it here. Oops.
It's 3 minutes long. We can listen to the whole thing.
Okay.
I got no sound.
Yeah, neither do I. Oh, there you go. Wrong one. Wait for it.
Nice.
I'm not getting full screen, though. Come on, full screen. Why am I not getting full screen here, boys? There we go. That'll do for now. Good.
Weird. I wonder why the option to go full screen is not there.
Because I'm in Twitch.
You're in Twitch.
Yeah, I decided I clicked on the link in Twitch.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but for the moment, that's good. There you go.
That's cool.
That was loud, by the way.
This is excellent.
Whoa, loud.
Danny and Zeke, happy birthday, baby.
Zeke is my sister's dog.
Yeah.
And Bob Log, this is for you.
Awesome. That cheese was awesome. That's a toaster.
Yeah.
No socks. That's you.
I'm trying to find this picture that I have. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Amazing.
It's really well done, I have to say.
Happy birthday, Danny!
See, that's what an artist does.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome, dude.
So I have to give a little bit of background. So the dog Zeke is my sister's dog, and I'm quite fond of him because he's literally like on his last legs.
Oh.
He's for his entire life he's been on that last precipice, like gazing down the precipice.
Right.
He always looks like he's like struggling to just live.
Ugh. Yeah.
And we were laughing one time because I sent my sister a picture of him because he looks like this guy. the caterpillar from Labyrinth. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
So big fan. And it was funny. Emily was saying that she was trying to get my friends to give her ideas of what I like and dislike, and I'm a pretty like open guy with what I like.
Yep.
Like what I like.
Oh yeah, totally.
So they listed all the stuff that I like really easily, but they were having trouble finding things that I don't like, and they landed on no
Kimonos?
socks and no plans,
Oh,
which is like, okay, yeah, that's accurate.
that's
You did it.
fine. I think that says a lot, though. You're genuinely a guy that just likes stuff, dude.
Yeah, I like stuff.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
No.
I'm actually proud of it. I'm
Yeah.
gonna turn this monitor down.
Are you super bright? Yeah, I'm glad we played that. That was good. So happy birthday, dude. Happy birthday.
Oh, thanks. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Tanya and I have a deal where if it's our birthday, we celebrate it for the week. We have a birthday week. So this is your birthday week.
Usually I take this week off.
Oh,
But
okay. Yeah.
but there's not really a lot of point to do it this year just because I'm not going to go anywhere.
No, that's true.
So you're right. Yeah, it's birthday week. Actually, I was joking about that with Emily the other day of how it's birth week. Yeah.
Yep.
She didn't buy it, but
No. It's birth week. It happens for a full week. Sometimes there's been a couple of years where, like, on my birthday, I'm either playing a gig or I'm busy. So we almost were like, that's fine. We're okay not celebrating on my birthday because we can celebrate it a couple days after my birthday. It's still within the boundaries of birthday week. So
that's cool. I dig that.
Okay. Well, then,
Whatever floats your boat.
yeah, and that's usually water,
Ah,
fluids,
clever. Very clever.
fluid. Oh, excuse me.
Anyway,
Yeah. Okay.
moving on.
Moving along. Hey, let's wedge this topic, wedge our plan into place here, shall we? What are we doing today, Danny?
Well, last week we talked about PS5 launch event.
Yeah, we streamed
And-
on the day of the launch event, as a matter of fact.
And I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Which got us talking about how there have been a lot of iconic launches.
Yeah.
wannabe Steve Jobs showing us the new tech.
Yep.
And we thought it would be fun and fair to go over some of the Xbox ones.
Yeah.
Because Xbox, like Xbox is funny. Like they've always had a good product. There's no doubt about that. But some of their launches have not been great. They didn't have like, when did PlayStation start versus Xbox? Like they were 10 years apart, I think.
To be honest,
Sony
I don't know that answer.
Sony, I think, had a 10-year head start, I want to say.
Did they really? Well,
Maybe not quite.
The Sony, the PlayStation 1 or even the Dreamcast before that, I take it. Yeah, that would have been mid-90s, 97, I want to say.
Well, maybe not 10 years because Xbox was 2001, I want to say.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, actually, the first video is relatively short, and it's the launch of the Xbox One.
Yeah. So
No, well, and this is the stupid part. It's not the Xbox One, because that's the current generation.
Okay, yeah, it's like Windows.
It's
the first Gen 1.
The Xbox.
The Xbox. So it's the Xbox One revealed is the one that I'm clicking on, yes?
Xbox. Wait, Xbox what?
No, which one am I looking at?
It's like
here?
Xbox launch 2000, I think.
E3 2005. Oh, 2001. Xbox console reveal with The Rock and Bill Gates. Okay, I'm going to that right now. So stand by. I think we might be in an ad right now, but that's fine. I'm going to change this over. Skip ads, boys.
We're unveiling the Xbox.
Okay.
This is the product that will be out later this year. And there's an amazing
I have to keep
amount
reminding
going
myself
on.
that it's Microsoft,
Working
like
with,
Bill Gates,
partners
right?
who help build the hardware, working with the software developers, working with the retailers. The program around this thing is really quite phenomenal. But the box itself is another thing that we put a lot of energy into. So you may have been wondering what this draped device was here.
Nice try, Steve Jobs.
This is the Xbox. And so, for the first time, let me now unveil Xbox.
Oh, man.
Terrible unveiling.
It's a literal Xbox.
Yeah. And he's posing with photos. Look at him. So what year was this?
As I
Sorry,
said,
2001?
The
2001,
design here was driven by spending time with gamers. Actually putting the control in their hands.
All right,
we tried
pause
out
it.
over 100
Yeah.
different form factors.
Yeah. That is a huge controller.
Okay, so I really like that he said that they gathered the feedback of gamers.
Yeah.
Because that controller was notorious for being fucking ridiculous.
So needless to say, it was not gamers that gave suggestions on that. It was
so if you look at
Excel document specialists.
If you look at this white boy's thumb here on the right here, there was the two control sticks, as we know it, and then the buttons, and then up top, like an inch above his right thumb, is two more buttons. That the controller was so big that you couldn't reach those buttons.
You actually had to reach?
You'd have to be a beast.
Yeah.
And this controller was dubbed the Duke.
Why?
That's what gamers started calling him, the Duke. And they actually recently reissued the controller just for funsies.
To be compatible, like Bluetooth versions?
I hope so. But this was like when I first started playing Xbox with friends who went over to their house and played it and stuff like that. He had the Dukes, baby. I think he had 4 Dukes.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Did it
when
feel
I got
good
my
in
Xbox,
the hand?
I got the they called it the S controller, which is basically the form function that you see today on Xbox.
So wait, there was a revision basically of the controller. There was,
yeah.
Because there was such an outcry?
Yeah, there was a lot of constructive criticism saying that it was a big controller. I would love to find one at a Value Village or something like that just to have, because it was a good controller.
Well, you're back.
Good but bad. Good but bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say backpedal a tiny bit. It's not good in your hands, but
it was too big. Yeah.
Did it have accelerometer? Did it have what features did this controller have, or was it just a glorified Nintendo controller?
Well, I think it had Rumble.
Yeah, I was gonna say okay. Yeah,
it would have had Rumble in it and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But,
I'm reminding myself that it was 2001, so we weren't expecting a lot.
Yeah.
No, we were not expecting a lot out of controllers at the time. Okay, so that is ridiculous. So ridiculous. Oh.
Yeah.
I made a jokes. Continue.
To find what was the most comfortable and would give them the best gameplay. If it's a game that you've played before, one of the unbelievable things here is that we have a hard disk, and so the information about the game will already be stored. You don't have to load it off the disk or load it as you move from level to level. What you're seeing on the front, the eject, the on-off button, and 4 game ports. That was one of the big pieces of feedback, was people didn't want to be limited to 2. These games where lots of people can participate, we wanted to make it easy to have 4 people. And this box includes a rumble capability.
There we
go.
go.
You're sitting there holding it, you're feeling what's going on. You're feeling that explosion or that crash or that intensity actually comes through the controller itself. This is a
Bill,
totally
you should have had cue
digital
cards.
device. And so off the back, we've got the digital connector that goes out to the TV. We support HD TV or all the other connections you've got. The resolution here is really unbelievable.
Hold on, press and pause for a second. So, first of all, we can get a vibe of how presentations have developed over the years, right?
For sure.
And this just seems like a guy standing in front of like a boardroom table trying to sell them on purchasing this product that he made. Right?
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
And the fact that he mentions, it's got rumble ability, like nowadays it would be like and this has, and up on the screen it would say rumble, or there'd be something like to really, really focus on that feature. But he just kind of breezed over it like it's no big deal.
To me, his verbiage and the way he presents it is as if they figured it out. Oh. They're like, yeah.
Sorry.
We're not gonna go 2, even though the N64 has had 4 since like 97 or 98 or whatever that was.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny.
And I do equally appreciate the fact that he keeps putting his hands together all the time.
Yeah, that's the
go-to
101
of presentations.
Yeah,
that's great. Okay, here we go.
Now, not everybody will have an HD TV, but this thing is ready for them when they get it. The graphics power is over 3 times what's been available before. And we've done it in a way that the model for software developers is very rich. The ability to actually achieve the theoretical performance and use tools that they're used to is very straightforward. We've done that by...
Did the PlayStation 2 have a hard drive in it?
Technology. Intel's a partner here.
No, it didn't, right?
No, I don't think it did. No.
This one did.
NVIDIA's providing a very key chip, their NVIDIA chip.
I'm thinking back to when I was playing SSX Tricky, and no, I don't think it did.
Except for a couple of those chips that are so state-of-the-art that they'll only be done right as we finish the manufacturing, so we'll plug those chips in. Except for that, everything in this box is the final design.
Here's the rock. Oh. Yeah, boys. Can you smell what the rock is cooking? Please say it. Please say it. Please say it.
That's fascinating.
He's going to play NBA Jam.
Well, thanks, Rock. And it really is an honor to have you.
They cover his eyes so that he can read the cue cards.
I'm a big fan of yours. For instance, I know that you're a 5-time WWF champion. Not to mention one of the top entertainers in the world.
Actors.
Bill, I'm very flattered. I'm a big fan of yours as well. For instance, The Rock knows you're the chairman and chief software architect of Microsoft Corporation, a leading worldwide provider of software for the personal computer.
Oh, he's not reading a cue card.
Thank you, Rock. I'm very flattered.
Not The Rock.
By creating Windows in 1983, a multitasking graphical user interface environment that runs on MS-DOS-based computers along with
Where were
Windows
they?
NT and
Where
Windows
was this
2000,
presented, you think?
I'm guessing Anaheim. I'm guessing somewhere California.
Symmetric multi-processing, multi-threading, and security. Bill, you've certainly revolutionized the technology we know today.
Bill?
Say your catchphrase,
wow.
Rock. The Rock. Mr. The Rock.
That is impressive. But let's move on.
Oh. You also like golf.
That's true, I do. But today isn't about me, Rock. It's about the future of video games.
Bill Gates, you never cease to amaze The Never cease to amaze The Rock. You're right again. Today isn't about you. It's about the new Xbox. And quite frankly, I couldn't be more excited. The Xbox is everything The Rock
you're
is.
breathtaking.
Cutting edge, powerful,
No, you're
exhilarating,
breathtaking.
and like The Rock, it will be the most electrifying thing coming out this year. And what The Rock
Ooh,
is
that
to
was a good
sports
one.
entertainment
Yeah.
and the WWF, the Xbox will be to the video game industry a breakthrough and certainly an original. I mean, The Rock doesn't impress easily, Bill, you know that, but I'm pretty damn impressed with what we're seeing here today. And considering that this Xbox at this moment is only running on 1/5 of the system's power, it's very impressive. Bill, do you have any idea what The Rock would be like if he were only running on 1/5 of his power?
Well, I would think that...
It doesn't matter what you think, Bill.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Bill. It's just a force of habit. Rock apologizes.
The Rock apologizes.
No,
So
The
he
Rock,
speaks to
even at
himself in
1/5
the
of his
third
power, will
person.
still blow
Yeah, third
everybody
person.
out of the water, just like the Xbox. It is truly the future of video games, and I'm very excited to simply be a part of it. If you smell what The Rock,
Rock is cooking. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Great job. The Rock says,
The Rock. Go to the left. Go to the left. No, you're supposed to go to the right.
That was good. I liked that.
Oh man.
Oh man, was that it?
Yeah, that's it. It cuts out in a
man.
minute. Oh, yeah, actually.
Guy.
Yeah, he seems like a nice guy. That's the end of that. That is phenomenal.
Yeah, that's dope.
So how did you feel when that came out?
Well, I don't really remember this,
Oh, you don't?
but I
When-
certainly remember like when it was launching.
When did you
'cause,
become an Xbox fan? Like, when did you just dive in and say, "This is the architecture I'm going all in on. I'm gonna be an idiot for the rest of my life and go in on this"? When did you decide that?
Honestly, for me, the memories that I have of Xbox and why I went with an Xbox was because lunch hour at school, we would go and play Halo at a buddy's house just across the street from the school.
Yeah.
And then that was a amazing experience. Playing that 4-player was just totally cool. And then not too long after, back when you used to rent video games.
Oh, we've talked about these days. Yep.
I rented the Xbox and started playing Ghost Recon.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
This is a fantastic game, and
Yep.
me and my friend played it. The whole weekend we played it straight through. Didn't sleep, didn't nothing. We were drinking whippersnapples.
Happy birthday.
Remember? Yeah. And we just got hooked on that system and went with it.
That's a great point. You know, there was a lot of, especially back in the rental days, and we've talked about these. It was a great taster. You could try a whole bunch of things out and then go like, okay, well, I'm going to spend $400 on this system if you just rented it the most.
Yeah.
So it was a good opportunity for that, right? And
Yeah.
I think that we see that the rental business, it could be musical instruments, it could be anything. Really, people want to rent stuff on a short-term basis to see kind of what they like, right?
I just want to try it out. Yeah.
That doesn't happen anymore with video games. You either are all in on a system, or we see it on Facebook or Instagram. We see, what should I buy? Should I buy Xbox or PlayStation? And the chat just explodes with anger and frustration
Yeah.
and
yeah.
division, right?
Yeah, the console wars were an interesting one. I remember, I remember the PlayStation being very heavily marketed. Like they didn't have the notoriety they have now, where it's such a wide variety of like exclusives and stuff
Right.
like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a Japanese company, so a lot of their games were, not really anything I was interested in as well, right? So.
That's a great point.
It's just the way it is. And I mean, people can argue to high heaven what's better and what's worse, but they are essentially the same thing. It's
yeah. Do we think that there's going to be a time where cross-platform is just kind of a given?
I think
we've
it's
talked
like
about this.
big consumer demand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. Yeah, this is a way deeper.
I believe
conversation.
they've announced that Apex Legends is going to be cross-platform.
Oh, well, they just announced today, I think, that Apex is going to be for Switch as well.
Yeah, I believe it's going to be cross-platform as well.
Yeah. So, yes, I guess it gets people playing the game. It just gets more bucks in people's pockets.
PC, Xbox, PS4, and Nintendo Switch when it launches, so we can play Apex together.
You know what? I've been watching you play Apex on Fridays, and I'm very jealous. I secretly want to start practicing it and then surprise you one time and just come in and start playing with you. I'm really stoked to maybe even get into that game after I play Last of Us, but we'll get to that in a bit. What should I click on next?
So the next one I put in there was Xbox 360. It's a longer, so we might need to you might want to skip around a little bit.
Okay,
but let's just see.
Where's the Xbox? This is out of order here, so the way I'm seeing it. So
there should be an Xbox 360 one.
What's it titled?
I don't remember.
Is the Xbox 360? What year would that have been? 2005.
Yeah, 2005. What year is it? What year is it?
I feel like that would have been 2005.
I think so.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on that.
Yeah,
one.
what am I talking about? It's 2020.
Every year, 60% of your team's time goes to doing things that aren't actually work.
Okay.
That's enough time to get from LA to New.
I don't care. Okay.
So to give you a little background,
give me a bit of context. Hey, is this the movie The Circle? Give me some context.
Xbox 360 is coming off pretty hot on the Xbox. They didn't have the viewership that PlayStation had because, of course, they took a long time for them to even be accepted into the Japanese market and the Asian markets, right?
Right.
But they were coming off some fucking good games.
Well, okay, let's clarify this because it only feels like it's only a few years. Like, how fast do you need to come out with a console? 4 years later? Really?
I think it's generally... Well, we are getting into the point now where they're not having... they're trying to get away from generational consoles,
right?
Because they don't want you to buy one console and just stick with it. They want to give you options.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah.
And they're basically like they are computers now.
Yeah.
So there's no reason for them to be multi-generational.
They're entertainment centers for that matter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we're so let me start this up. It's an hour and 21. If there's any that we really want to sit through, then we can. But let's. I'm just going to randomly choose the beginning here. We're going to skip ahead.
The beginning is usually the games that they're going to announce before it, so it might be good to just.
Let's do that. Yes, Blink 182. Oh, this resolution's terrible, but that's okay. We'll get the premise.
Welcome to the future of gaming.
You're welcome.
We're here tonight to offer new ways to experience games and entertainment.
I like how these shows are so much less grandiose.
Back then.
Tonight,
yeah.
I'm here to tell you about a new product. It's inspired by the creative power of the individual and driven by the passion of a worldwide.
Want to come over to my place and check out my drum machine?
We've created technology that will enable people from every age and every corner of the planet to gather together in new ways. It's a product that'll bridge vast distances through shared stories and shared experiences.
Do you want to know one of my phobias?
What?
Surrounded by limitless.
When you shave your head for the first time and you're worried whether or not you have a lumpy head.
And tonight,
hold on.
I'm going to show you.
Let's talk. Let's talk really quickly here.
You know what I mean? Like,
wait a minute.
Some people have a really nice round light bulb head.
Yeah.
And I would just be so worried to shave my head and look all cool, and then you just see this big lumpy mess.
Danny, you fucking idiot. I did that. I have a shaved head, and I only shaved it 8 years ago, not even, and I had a bumpy head.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I didn't know it, but underneath I actually had, I think they're called sebaceous cysts, kind of. They little bumps in my head. I still have one right there. And when I shaved my head, I kept going over it with the razor and nicking it.
Ooh,
and it would bleed
ooh.
because it's a big bump. And so I went to the doctor and told him about it. And he's like, "Oh yeah, sure, I'll just take that out right now." He froze it and went to the knife and pulled out this, not to get too gross, but it was actually like this little piece of muscle that he basically pulled out that looked like a jelly bean.
Weird.
And he cut it out right there. I was at the just local anesthetic and just cut it out. And then this smaller one I've got has been getting a little bigger over all these years, so I might have that taken out. But to answer your question, yes, I shaved my head and discovered that I have a very bumpy head. And I have no idea what I was going to look like until that day when I shaved my head.
That's an interesting story. I'm glad you shared that with us. Thank you. A sebaceous cyst.
Sebaceous cyst.
Sebaceous cyst.
Yeah. So needless to say, to answer your question, yes, you're totally going to have a bumpy head regardless. It's unavoidable. You just got to shave your head, though, because it feels so much better. And I feel like Moby every single day.
A world of games that are fueled by high-definition graphics and sound. A world powered by a new generation of video games.
Oh, they have it right out in the open right now. They're not even deveiling it. Deveiling it? Unveiling it.
That's a bit disappointing.
Yeah.
I need the payoff of seeing it go, wow.
Here it is.
Roll the clip. Oh,
no.
He's not going to roll the clip.
We stand at a watershed moment in the history of entertainment.
Oh, yeah, tell us more.
We are here to celebrate the launch of the world's most powerful game platform, Xbox 360.
I do have to say, one of my favorite things is when like entrepreneurs and inventors or whatever this shit is.
Yeah.
They're always talking about, and they're like, we fucking did it.
Yeah.
We did it.
Yes.
And then it's just some stupid iterative update that's barely any better.
We
fucking did it, guys.
We added one more button.
In the next generation,
more than one button.
Will reach an audience many times
It'll be,
larger
we made the
than
controller smaller. And then the following year, we fucking did it. We made the controller bigger.
That was one of my things working in like the music industry. Like whenever new gear would come out, and it's always the same. We fucking did it. Our drums are rounder than they have been before.
The hardware is harder. The guitars strum more strummier.
Yeah.
And then let everybody clap. Amazing. Okay, so do I give a shit about this? What this guy's saying right now? I'm gonna fast forward a bit.
I don't need the pump up shit.
$125 million in one.
Yes.
Oh, this was a great game.
Yeah. Spider-Man.
Oh, this was a good game.
Was it really? Oh.
Because you played as Venom.
NBA. It's in the game. Is that looks like? Oh, that's Jack and Daxter. Yeah.
Oh,
Batman
I don't remember
Begins.
that game.
Yeah. What at? Cool guys don't look at explosions.
Don't.
L.A. Noire. Is that what that is? L.A. No.
That one's too low res. I couldn't even tell.
I can't. Yeah, the res is brutal. If that tells you anything, what's going on? That's football. I know that.
That's whoa. That wasn't.
That
football.
was illegal move. NASCAR.
That was a cool game.
Indigo. Scooby. Wow. Oh.
I don't really remember that game very well. Metal Overdose.
So these are all the launch games with it? Is that the idea?
Yeah,
oh,
they're showing you what's going to come. Just like PS5.
Yeah, Battlefield 2 was great.
But it's funny, they're showing you gameplay footage, whereas that PS5 event was just basically like, hey,
render.
Check out our pre-rendered scene.
Yeah, you don't want to promise too much now, right? Did this come with GTA 5? I don't know.
This console?
Yeah, I think this came with GTA 5. Oh, that was a good game, as a matter of fact.
It's a good game.
Because I remember that there were equivalents for PlayStation. So, yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
Crash Bandicoot? When did Xbox take the Crash? Oh, I guess they were always Crash Bandicoot. You're right. Yeah.
Time Shift is a legendary game.
That
was a cool ass game.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay, remember that one. Let's talk about that. Yeah. Is that Harry Potter?
Yeah, man.
What? That's a football. Madden, of course.
Yeah.
Is that Mortal Kombat? Yes.
Madden.
Lara Croft, of course. Tomb Raider. Don't fuck around.
They're really showing a lot of games it's launching with, huh?
Shrek.
Oh, I remember that from Russia with Love game.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure that was really bad.
Oh. Battlefront? Star Wars Battlefront. The first.
There it is.
Yep. Oh, there's the recap. Nice. Oh, it's too much. E3 2005. So this was at E3. So let's pause it for a second and just do a little bit of reminiscing here for a sec.
That was 15 years ago.
Yeah, no doubt. So E3, yeah, would have been California. What games jump out at you during that blast that would have been at launch?
Honestly, one of the games on there was called Full Spectrum Warrior.
Yeah.
And if I recall, that was basically, I'm just looking up the Wikipedia. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, Full Spectrum Warrior was developed with the U.S. Army in mind.
Okay.
Like as a training platform.
Like okay, yeah.
Yeah, like that was the concept of the game, was that it was for training military operations.
Wow.
So Full Spectrum Warrior, I remember playing that on, I believe it was on Xbox Live, and it was a pretty intense game. It was cool. And like this is the era of like Xbox 360 was like when games started getting much more realistic looking and stuff like that. So devs were diving deeper into more realism.
Right.
And games like this were super cool.
With Microsoft being because they obviously make PC, were you seeing a cross of PC games onto Xbox, or were they very developed differently?
They were very separate for a long time.
Gotcha.
It's only now where you see the synergy between Xbox and PC now, because they're so similar.
Yeah.
The Xbox is so powerful that it's able to play PC games basically at the same specs.
Is there any way that we can deconstruct an Xbox and just make it our streaming computer? That'd be great.
Wow, that's a good idea. Well, who knows? Maybe the Xbox Series X will be compatible with all that bullshit, since it's going to be computer.
That's a good point. Okay.
You'd think they would want to cater to that crowd, huh?
What, the live streamers?
Like the live streamers who want to run their video switcher with their Xbox.
Well, I would agree with you. That's a fine line between being a computer and a entertainment center console, right? At what point does the Xbox allow for a mouse and keyboard?
It does now.
I figured as much.
Does, yeah.
I figured as much. Like that just becomes a console then, or it becomes a PC at that point, right?
Well, what is when you buy a console over a PC? What do you want?
I want, one of the reasons why some games were very hard to play, my understanding was like things like Fortnite, for example, and even Apex. And you can speak on behalf of this. Quick launching weapons or grabbing stuff is really conducive to having a mouse.
Yeah,
and it's hard. Right. It's hard to navigate those type of games with a controller as well. Quick firing or quick aiming, for example, is way easier with a mouse than it is. And look, I'm not a PC player at all, but I understand the merits that certain games PC players just are generally going to be better at.
Yeah, you're right.
So, yeah. I don't know where I was
It's
going
interesting. I mean, I'm a couch player. I like to play on my couch.
Yep.
So a console just makes more sense to me.
Yeah, I agree.
Although lately, because we're streaming so much, I keep thinking that if I buy a decent computer, I could easily stream what I'm playing with no gear whatsoever, right?
Yeah, that's
plug
true.
a microphone in and away you go, right?
Well, then you get into Steam if you're going to start playing games through Steam, right?
Yep.
Which I have to admit is very intriguing to me. Let's keep going here. Am I going to randomly fast forward, or are we going to see Moby talk more?
I'd like to see Moby talk more.
Let's find out. It should say at the bottom, not Moby.
What a fantastic lineup of games that truly takes advantage of today's Xbox. And it doesn't stop there.
No,
in 2006,
it doesn't stop there.
To market and sell Xbox consoles. By 2006,
all those people are
double the
staged
number
to
of
be
games
there.
on Xbox Live.
Like Price is Right.
Together, we'll continue to sell Xbox games by the billions. Now, many gamers have been asking
is that stage on an angle, or is it me?
It does kind of look.
Like, is he standing on an angle? Like, it's almost like a 15-degree angle?
Will be backwards compatible with the top-selling Xbox games.
Oh, backwards compatible.
Oh, yeah. it was backwards compatible.
That's massive. That's huge. PlayStation never had that. Never.
Yeah. And correct you, did they have online play for PlayStation 2?
Not
they
2.
did, right?
Nope, not 2. 3,
So
yes.
that brings us to Xbox 360. Our
Wait.
team has worked with
They had to have.
commitment
No, they
to
had
build
to
the
have.
most powerful
No,
game
I
platform
don't
in
ever remember playing
And
any
Xbox
games
360
online
will
with my
drive category
PlayStation 2.
growth for the
Hold on.
entire video game industry. Growth that will create an
See, this
increasingly
was a big
profitable
deal.
worldwide
Like,
business for our
again,
partners.
for me,
How will we get there?
the big deal for
Well,
me
we'll
was
start this
Xbox
Christmas holiday
Live.
season
Like,
when we launch
Oh, you know
Xbox
what, dude?
360
Yeah,
in North
there was
America,
online
Europe,
games.
and Japan.
I think it
That's
sucked,
right.
if I recall.
But I think it was kind of like playing with a modem back in the day. It was a network adapter. Oh, enable free online play through the use of broadband internet connection and a PlayStation 2 network adapter. So yes, you could.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that absolutely.
I can't think of any games that I actually played online with anybody.
Yeah.
Most of the games I played were not like, for me, my PlayStation 2, I spent so much time playing SSX Tricky, snowboarding game, if you remember that.
I do, yeah.
And there was a Pharaoh type game. I forget what that was.
It's tricky.
They had a Whistler downhill here because I think it was made by EA, and it was like they had EA in Burnaby here.
Oh,
So,
cool.
So anyways, doesn't matter. Okay, check this.
But yeah, again, the online play was amazing because, like, I don't think I had experienced really playing online with like a headset. And I remember Xbox when you bought Xbox Live, you bought like the starter kit with the subscription, and it came with the headset, and that was just like a game changer.
Literally.
Game changer.
It's changed the games.
Yeah, like Halo 2 online was literally like bonkers fun.
Okay,
Just so much fun.
Let's backpedal here because we've talked about Halo. Was Halo introduced when? The first game? Or the first system, sorry?
I can't remember if it was a launch title or not, but it was basically the reason Xbox was even looked at as Halo was dope. Because it was doing the LAN thing. You could LAN 4 Xboxes together.
Yes.
Which was a really big deal for that.
Yep.
And it was just a damn good game. It was a damn good.
Wow. I got to play it a couple weeks ago.
That's true.
It was okay. I didn't want to hate on it, but a little slow. It's a little slow.
Yeah, you're wrong.
Oh.
Whoa.
What? It's a little.
Yeah.
It was a little slow.
Anyway.
No, I'm with you.
I can't remember what Halo game. I think Halo 2 was Xbox as well. So I think Halo 3 was the big deal for Xbox 360.
Was it?
Because I remember Halo 3 came out when I was going to college, which would have been 2005.
Okay.
And I remember like the whole class, because it was like we were like digital modeling and animation and stuff like that. We were all like pissing our pants excited for Halo 3 because it was a big deal,
no doubt,
for sure.
And that would have been on Xbox. That would have been on 360.
I believe it was on 360. I'm pretty darn sure Halo 3 was a 360 game.
Huh.
But correct me if I'm wrong, chat. Let me know.
Yeah, we haven't heard from chat at all. I'm really glad you brought that up. We need some more chatting. Chat.
Yeah, we need some chat.
Chat.
Chat it up, chat.
Who's been who was alive during this time?
Well, Jesus.
No.
I thought he was with all of us. He was inside all of us at all times.
Little baby Jesus? That's how I picture my Jesus.
Baby Jesus.
Little
Okay.
6 pound 8 ounces. Okay, here we go.
I think this looks like Project Gotham Racing.
Gotham?
Yeah.
Is it a Batman title?
This was when I worked at Walmart. Yeah, Project Gotham Racing. When I worked at Walmart, we had a test Xbox 360 that you could go and play, and this was one of the games that was on there, and it was a cool game.
That actually looked
so
really good. That looked good. Yeah.
Wow. So how important is spectator mode? Picture a video game racing season on Xbox Live, sponsored by one of the leading auto manufacturers.
Oh, let's talk about esports, right?
Yeah.
250,000 people pay $10 each to sign up for a head-to-head 30-race competition. The stakes?
Which
How about $1 million bucks?
ahead of its time.
Very much so. Yeah, I agree.
Right?
In the final race, 60
like everybody in the audience is like, "Are you fucking loser?"
Yeah.
Who never watch esports?
We do that already. We sit in our dorm rooms with them land together.
To watch the competition. If you're the sponsor, you've captured the attention of hundreds of thousands of people who spent the last 6 months living and breathing your tournament and your brand.
Yeah.
So
That's
let's
esports right there.
no pun
Yeah.
intended. Maybe more than any other publisher, Ubisoft has been at the forefront of the quest to create realistic environments. They're always pushing the platform to limit. And now with Xbox 360, they have all of the horsepower they need.
Now that I know that stage is on an angle, I'm really uncomfortable with the way that he's navigating the stage walking around.
It's sort of trippy. Why would they put it on an angle, chat?
At its most
and
chaotic.
I don't get that.
You are a
He's going to slip down there if you've got like some dress shoes on. I love all Tom Clancy catalog. I'm a big fan of all the games. Right back to Vegas. So good.
Yeah. This version, like...
I remember playing Rainbow Six, the original Rainbow Six on PC. I remember playing that one.
Yeah. This game, I was a big fan of Ghost Recon when it originally came out for the Xbox and was a big reason why I bought the Xbox.
Yeah.
And this game was like too futuristic. It was third person. It wasn't the game for me. It wasn't the game that I had remembered.
Huh.
Yeah. So I wasn't a big fan of this one.
Tracking. Get in there. Stop walking around. Get in the game. Jeez.
We've taken up positions in the embassies. The president is safe. Entrances and exits.
Are you a bad enough dude to save the president?
Yikers.
Lieutenant Bolin is down. The president, he's dead too. Dead, sir. Negative. The VIP is down, but needs help.
Would they use the term dead or would they say deceased? Or some kind of code? He's a 320. He's 332. The president is 332.
What? I didn't catch that. 332.
Nah, I'm just making up shit. Do you think
This
that
is 332.
Do you think that like professionals would say the president is dead, or do you think they'd have a code? They'd have a code.
They'd have a code.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Visual concepts always shines.
Okay.
They have
I'm gonna fast forward a bit. Cool. This is good.
So it's interesting that they have had different presenters every time they've done one of these shows.
Right. Oh. Is Battlefield? No, that's not Battlefield. That could be Battlefield 2. Yeah, it's Battlefield 2.
Are you sure?
I feel like it is. It's the same music. It's the same screaming and shit.
Through the chaos
of battle. Yeah, I played Battlefield 2, 3, 4. I'm playing 5 right now, begrudgingly.
Yeah, I heard 5 was poop dude.
Yeah, it was not good. I'll go to it every once in a while when I'm bored, but it's not that exciting.
It's no Animal Crossing.
Correct. It doesn't give me chubby bells.
Are you sure this is Battlefield or is this Men of Valor? I feel like there was another game.
This feels like Battlefield. We're about to find out. It's really choppy though. Like Call of Duty. We were both wrong.
Oh, of course.
Wow. Okay.
I remember Call of Duty 2.
And Activision once again. Yeah.
Spectacular.
It is spectacular. Don't slide down that stage.
How about this? How about a brand new, full-featured, next-generation role-playing game in the launch window?
Wow.
Morrowind was one of the best role-playing games ever.
Why are you inhaling so much?
Dude, this was a good game.
Was it?
He's about to announce Elder Scrolls.
Oh, yeah.
It promises to feature one of the largest open-ended worlds ever created for a
back
video
when
game.
Bethesda was not shite.
Yeah.
Thousands of characters
You see Bethesda in the background there. That's great.
AI.
Fuck you, Bethesda.
Fuck you.
Sleep, and complete tasks.
I haven't played
all
enough of their
around the
games
clock.
to say fuck you. I just
And
heard
they make
enough
their own
people say
choices
fuck you.
based on what's
I
going
think you would
on
really
in
like
the
New
world around
Vegas.
them.
I think honestly you should just
Welcome to the
try
world
it out.
Really?
of Oblivion.
Yeah, New Vegas was great.
Everybody turn around in your seats. Okay, Elder Scrolls.
See, this was a great game, but the combat system was janky.
Oh.
It's fucking like you're just like flighty and throwing around your sword like a dumbass. Skyrim, they really nailed the fight mechanics quite well.
Right. Was it all about the story, really?
Oh, for sure, yeah. You just get lost in these dungeons, and there's every single book you can read, and there's like stories. It was
cool.
Really,
cool.
really, really deep game.
In the shadow of evil. Wait. In the shadow of evil. A hero. A hero will rise.
That looks fun. In the shadow of evil, baby.
Where the sun of Bethesda lives. There's ghouls and goblins. I don't know how I'd feel about living back then.
Close shut the jaws of
Weird.
oblivion.
I think they used their hand to wipe their bum.
Well, that's kind of what I mean. Well, maybe we don't know any better. It's like the 3 seashells situation. Like, we're still using toilet paper, so people make fun of us in 20 years.
You're right.
Over there.
I don't know. What? Is Moby?
Yes, indeed.
What's Moby
Let me
doing?
Repeat that. An all-new, full-featured, next-generation RPG in the launch window. That's what Bethesda and 2K Games are delivering, and it's going to be stunning.
Well, that's
Talking about stunning.
bold.
Gears of War is the first title developed by Epic Games.
Oh, we don't care
exclusively
about
for
Gears of War.
Microsoft
Yep, let's
Game
move on.
Studios and the Xbox 360.
Oh, no, but we're going to love this.
Epic used-
We're going to love this.
Right? Okay.
No.
Who
Let
dat?
me introduce you to Oakland Raider All-Pro Robert Gallery.
The awkward celebrity guest every goddamn show.
So Don Matrick was part of this presentation before.
I hope you don't mind. I brought along a few new ideas for Xbox 360.
Ideas. So the other guy that's presenting them to him, with him, he's in the Xbox One presentation, and he was like the head honcho of Xbox.
Right.
And he fucked up.
Oh, tell me more. Hold on. Tell me more.
Well, you'll find out when we watch the Xbox One
Oh,
demonstration.
okay. You're burying the lead then. Okay, so we're going to keep an eye out for it?
But this guy was internet memes. He was brutalized because the launch of Xbox One was not very smooth.
Right.
And again, the meme that's been going on around the internet right now is that PS5 and Xbox Series X are both waiting for each other to release their price.
Right.
Because they're like, oh,
head-to-head bullshit. Yeah.
Like, oh. So what Xbox did was they launched at $100 more than the PS4.
Yeah.
The PS4.
Yeah. It would have been
They launched at $100 more than PS4 because they gave you the Kinect module with the camera.
Oh shit! I remember you telling me about this. Yeah,
they were
keep going.
shoving the Kinect up everybody's ass.
Yep.
Where like I'm sorry, I'm not walking around my house going Xbox on, stinky on, booty boot. I'm not that kind of guy. And
Peripherals should
forcing
always
me to-
be an option. Peripherals are always an option. Yeah.
So they went hard and they did kind of like the Apple thing where they're like, oh, you don't like it? Too fucking bad. It's included, bitch.
Wow.
Suck 'em a D.
So I a little piece of me is respecting that, because if they're driving the market saying this is what we're doing, this is everybody's going to have this, and this is how you navigate this device.
Yep. Yeah.
People will
and there
buy
was
it.
games that you can get for it as well, right?
Right.
That was a big part. It was basically the Wii, but it didn't have controllers. It was you. You were the Wii.
So it recognized. Now PlayStation 4 has that option, but it was an option.
Yeah.
You
So
buy
that was
it
their big
aftermarket, and I wonder how many people actually bought it. Let's see.
And he didn't. He wasn't the great at handling the criticism that he got, which was extensive.
we'll get to that. Okay, let's finish watching this guy and then move on. Okay.
2 right answers.
Wow.
So how about this? I'll make you a deal, because I'm kind of a Raiders fan.
He's kind of a Raiders fan.
Raiders back on that Super Bowl path, and the day that we launch Xbox 360, we will have a brand new Xbox 360 delivered to your house that morning.
Tell you what, I'll hold up my end of the deal, and you better have that at my doorstep the day it comes out.
That's it. Hey, Robert's great. I know you get better training camp. Thanks a lot, man. Say, Robert Gallery.
It is a hill.
So shiny.
It is a hill. Look at him trying to get down that ramp.
How embarrassing is it that they made him wear his gear?
That is. The Rock didn't show up with a belt around like the WWF. Like. So this guy is who you're talking about?
Yeah.
Right now, we have more than 25 EA titles in development for Xbox.
Oh, maybe he was the pooch of EA.
Christmas holiday season, our goal is to have at least 6 EA games waiting so gamers can see what Xbox 360 power is all about.
What is it all about? Yes. Should I fast forward here?
I'm curious to see what he's
okay.
got.
Let's hold up. Yeah. It's going to be sporting games.
Need for Speed, Most Wanted.
I enjoyed a bit of the Need for Speed series.
The Godfather.
I did, no to that.
FIFA Soccer.
Of course. Yep.
Yeah, he was part of EA,
Live.
then he moved to Microsoft in 2007.
Gotcha. NBA Live.
Tiger Woods PGA Tour.
Tiger Woods, y'all.
Madden NFL 06.
Yeah, those are sports titles.
Sports
Driving
titles,
is a sport.
I want to show you some gameplay footage that reflects the breadth and depth of EA's support.
Breadth and depth.
We have a montage of imagery captured from 6 titles, followed by gameplay captured from Need for Speed Most Wanted.
That's it. It's the only game that it was actually dev. It was only dev ready.
Common reaction to a birch arrangement
What?
is I didn't know flowers could look like this.
Add. There we go. Next. There we go.
Oh man.
EA Sports. Oh, don't hit him in the face. That's mean. Oh, yellow card. Fuck you. I think Most Wanted you could be a cop. Am I right?
I believe so, yeah. That was a fun game.
It was, totally. Yeah.
Now, was that pre-adultery Tiger Woods?
Pre-adultery. Oh, wait a minute. In the midst of, but we didn't know that until.
I see.
Detroit goes to a zone defense.
Yeah, I'm not gonna mention it, but the Cosby Show, there was some stuff happening behind the scenes during that whole stuff.
You're right.
Right? So.
You're very right.
Fight. Oh, there we go, baby. Good kick. FIFA 06.
They've got a chance here to tie the game or maybe even win it.
Is Larry Bird there?
Larry Bird?
I think Larry Bird was playing. Oh, good. Down with the sickness.
Ooh,
Yeah, was that Disturbed? I don't know if it was. I don't think it was. Oh, wait a minute. 2006? Yeah, that could have been Disturbed. Here we go. Need for Speed. You are Most Wanted, in case you're wondering.
This is cool. This was cool. I remember this.
That's a BMW.
Listen to it go.
Run, dun, 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 dun. Run, dun, 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 dun. Run, dun, 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 dun.
I have the need for speed.
I had a Need for Speed once. Yes. It's dangerous to drive that fast, little heads up.
Yeah, it's a little sketchy.
Yeah, it's a bad idea. What? Oh, that's frowned upon. That's a bad idea. Plus the suspension, it would be hooped. Your ground effects would be gone. Your ground effects would literally be destroyed.
It's movie magic, man.
Yeah, true. There was a game I played called Stunt Driver.
Excellent.
Did you ever play that?
Oh, that's ringing a bell.
Yeah, Stunt Driver was cool. Let me pause that quick. I played Stunt Driver for PS2, and you would have to, like, the director told you what you had to do, like to navigate and go around stuff, and then you got graded on how well you basically performed the stunt.
That was a sweet game.
That was a great game. In retrospect, man, that was a great game. Huh.
That was like, did you ever play Driver?
Yes.
For
yes.
That was PlayStation, right?
Yes, it was.
That was a fantastic game.
Because
I think that was the same idea, was it not?
Yes, it was, absolutely. It had the mechanics of, like, it felt like you were in a heavy car, like the suspension every time you went over a bump, like it really emulated what it was like to be in a car with squeaky
that's cool.
Suspension, which, to be honest, even Grand Theft Auto now doesn't really emulate that well. It's just a car, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. Yeah.
And Peter, there's more where that came from.
More.
EA is 100% committed to a successful launch of Xbox 360. We couldn't be happier with the support we're getting from Microsoft, and we couldn't be more excited about the possibilities as this relationship
Notice
continues
this.
to grow.
Nobody has a cell phone in their hand and holding it up and taking video.
Yeah.
Right?
Everyone. Thank you.
Nobody is sitting
they were like audience.
Yeah. But I'm also seeing when they do a pan around, nobody has their laptop open and blogging like they would now, right?
All of these games,
real-time tweeting, that type of thing, right?
All that power in this one box. Without a doubt, this is the best team of developers and publishers working on any game platform.
Developers.
We will have the best launch lineup in the history of video games.
My God.
Thank you.
That's it. Oh, he said thank you. That's the end. Is The Rock coming out again? No tie sports jackets. No tie sports jacket.
This guy sucks.
Yeah,
he's just all neck.
I'm fast forwarding here. Let's get to the Square Enix games. Oh, they don't exist. Oh! Amazing. That couldn't have been timed any better. What is this? A Final Fantasy of sorts? Can we get off the loop music?
I don't recognize this game at all.
It's got dragons in it, though. It's futuristic. Is this... What? Yeah, what is that?
What was that?
Thank you again, Wada-san and Square Enix, for your support. We are looking forward to working together.
No idea.
To help
Is a
define
teaser.
the future of video games.
Unnamed.
So tonight we are here to
it's a
herald
fantasy
the
that's final.
of a new era in entertainment. With Xbox 360, we will create powerful partnerships that deliver innovation on a new scale.
Okay.
Meet innovation.
Do
we'll work
it.
together to deliver
Okay,
games
fast
and
forwarding. This is all
that are
corporate talk.
in the
I don't care.
Corporate talk, and I think that's the end. Yep, that was the end. Oh, Vancouver pollen alert, little heads up.
What?
Yeah, pollen alert. I don't want to leave that up on the screen. What am I what am I choosing next here?
Do the Xbox One one, I'm curious.
What year would that have been? 2013?
I think so,
Xbox
yeah.
One reveal. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
See, this resolution is light years better.
A lot happened between now and then, huh?
Quite.
And this is 2013.
Yeah.
That was 7 years ago.
Yeah, so they sat on the Xbox 360 for 7 years.
Story.
Yeah, it was a long-running console.
There's Moby.
We added you.
Moby.
Me.
Definitely me.
Every bald man, including me, is Moby.
Closest friends. And with every person we added, the world we created became richer.
filled with more joy,
adrenaline, and excitement.
Yes.
And the more of you we put in games,
The more of you we put in entertainment,
the better they became.
We added your movements.
My moves.
And my voice.
そして革命が始まった
So now
Oh man, is that
We're about to change
Kojima?
entertainment forever.
Oh.
again.
Because we're going to take all that we learned.
I trust that guy more than
30
anybody
years
in
of
this entire thing.
innovation And use it to change everything.
For the first time,
We're gonna take it. We're gonna take your dreams and fuck them.
Do we think that we should just stay on that frame right there? That's funny. Do we think that we have that when they do those type of mashups, you have everybody say the entire phrase, and then you just decide what sentence they said the best, and you kind of mash it together? You know what I mean?
Honestly,
or do you just have them say their
way.
3 words?
I know they do it that way, but I hope that somewhere someone was like, "Hey, could you just say like synergy?" And then we'll just turn the camera off and go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You seem like the type of guy. We cast you, Danny. We know you're the
Yeah.
When we made this sentence, or we knew that you're that word.
Yeah, you're an innovation.
Yeah, you're the
What
innovation.
are you?
Just say the word innovation. Say maybe
You're the
5
one who
times.
says game changer.
Say the word game changer. Say those words together, and I just need 5 or 6 different takes. Go.
Yeah, game changer.
Done.
Game changer. Game changer. Yeah.
Thanks, dude. And we'll talk to you later. Boom. As opposed to you saying 3 sentences and then them just taking literally 1 word from your.
Ain't nobody got
wasted.
time for that.
No. I wondered about that. Let's keep going here.
it's gonna recognize
My name.
I don't need the like feel good bullshit.
My movies.
Like,
me.
It's going to remember.
just get my dick hard with some graphics, man.
Yeah.
Like,
We're going to use
Groundbreaking technology.
And the power of the cloud.
to set
oh, not the fucking cloud.
To set my imagination free. So they got Steven Spielberg to say, to set my imagination free. And would they have made him say all this bullshit or just walked in and said, "Hey, Steve, I know you're really busy. You're in the middle of doing ET6 right now. But can you just say the word set your imagination free?" Yeah, I guess I got time. Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Set
No,
your imagination
$50,000,
free.
please, motherfucker.
Exactly. The check, my manager's just over there. He takes it in bags of cash. Okay.
And feelings. I can only begin.
Oh, and JJ.
We're all laugh more.
I can only begin the way I'm gonna fuck up Star Wars.
Yeah. Hey,
Well, stop to
remember Star Trek?
Yeah.
It's on me now, bud.
Alive.
Alive.
Xbox. Yeah, here we go. Now we get into production, right? Look at those screens, brah. And he looks like Tom Cruise from Rain Man.
Good morning, everyone.
Looks
On
good.
behalf of the entire
No
team,
tie,
thank you for
sports
joining us
jacket.
on the Microsoft campus at the home of Xbox. I've spent my entire career in interactive entertainment, and I've never been more excited
I.e.
than I am today. Because today, we put you at the center of a new generation in the living room, where your games
Yeah.
look and feel like nothing else, where your TV becomes more intelligent, where all of your entertainment comes alive.
So they were really big on the Xbox was much more than a game console. They were really pushing that.
Entertainment center at this point. Because remind me this: did the PS4 come out at the same E3?
Early bet on Xbox Live.
I'm not right. I don't remember.
Better each and every day.
I remember they did the launch of the Xbox One, and then everybody was like, "Can you show us some fucking games?" And they had to do another launch.
Oh,
that was much more games focused.
So we're not going to see a lot of games in this reveal. Is the idea?
Xbox Live.
I think so. I don't really remember.
Well, let's do this. Let's fast forward a tiny bit. There's some key points that are.
We brought you new interactive content.
Connect.
System.
Yeah.
The one with the power to
Fast
create
forward.
experiences that
Prepare to
look
fast
and
forward.
feel
Fast
like
forward.
nothing else. The one that makes your TV more intelligent. The one
He said
system
this.
for a
You
new
rewinded.
generation.
I didn't. No, I didn't.
Ladies and gentlemen.
He said the same. No.
Introducing
There we go.
Xbox One.
Doodle-doo.
I like that he seems nervous.
Font.
We watch a lot of Dragon's Den, and I love when the people are nervous.
Yeah.
It's so telling and
then the dragons
honest.
just double down on like
Yeah.
browbeating them.
Yeah.
Man. Okay, so what made this system physically different? It doesn't look like an X.
It was square.
Square. It looks nice. It's a good looking system. So this is the one you've got?
Yeah, this is the Kinect.
Oh, that's, yeah. instantly responds to you. Hello, computer.
Hello.
Hello, computer. Oh, that's just the Kinect. That's not the game.
That was just the Kinect, yeah.
So this controller looks sexy. Which one did I play when I was playing your Xbox?
You played this one.
This one? Yeah. It actually felt really nice, I have to admit. And I compare it to my PlayStation controller. This one felt heavy. It felt very physically heavy compared to my PlayStation one. But it was, oh my goodness. It's an ad. It's an ad. Everybody keep cool. Holy Jesus.
Warzone. Let's go play Warzone, guys.
Quite. There we go. Yeah, wow. You see, look at all the bloggers out. All the laptops are open.
Yeah.
This is it. Xbox One.
Such a world of difference.
Xbox One.
Can you
went to Xbox,
4 controllers?
Xbox
Can you do 4 controllers at a time, though? That's the real question. Because I heard that's where gamers love to do stuff.
Gamers love foreplay.
Yeah, I heard about
This
that.
system is built to amaze on day one and continuously improve over the generation ahead.
It's very smart.
In designing Xbox One, we've obsessed about every finite detail. In every engineering milestone, at every corner, in every feature, the principles we followed were to be simple,
right?
instant,
Yeah.
and
It's
complete.
admirable. I like that.
It's good.
Please welcome
The Rock.
Yusuf Mehdi to show some of the new experiences you'll find only on Xbox One.
Did he just say Gary Sinise? No, what? Oh, Yusuf Mehdi.
Please welcome Lieutenant Dan.
Thanks, Don. Good morning. How you guys doing?
Ice cream.
Ice cream. Ice cream. Lieutenant
Here
Dan.
at Xbox, it's no secret that we love gaming.
This is the stuff
love the
they use
immersive
on the space
worlds,
shuttle.
The epic battles, and the thrill of competing with our friends. With Xbox One, you're going to experience a new generation of gaming like you've never seen before.
Ever.
And you're going to see that in a little bit and a lot more at E3.
Wait.
For now,
Yeah,
though,
see?
I want to share how we're going to take that passion for gaming and apply it to your entire TV experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
Join me
So
over
they
here
doubled
in
down
front
on
of
the
new
entertainment thing.
Xbox and Kinect.
Right.
These
Kinect.
guys aren't with the company anymore.
For obvious reasons.
Could provide all your entertainment. And what if that device
Hands together.
could turn on your TV
Hands
and
together.
talk to all of the devices in your living room? And what if it was always ready and connected? Well, now it's all going to begin with 2 simple words. Xbox on.
Were we supposed to clap? Yep.
And it's that simple. Xbox One instantly recognizes me and gets me to my own personal home screen.
Did
No
you
more
have this?
manual login, no more waiting on system or game updates.
No.
Now the home screen, as you can see,
I
has a
have
familiar
no
interface.
interest
But
in
let
the
me point out for
Kinect.
you a couple of unique differences.
You said that you had to
First of
have
all,
it.
it'll
Did it come with it?
remember what I was last
They
doing. So, for
they
example,
they
here in the
walked
center of
they
the
walked
screen,
it back
you can see I was playing one of my
when I bought
favorite racing
mine,
games.
and they had just
This
walked
one
it
here is
back
just one of the
to
new, amazing
not include it.
Xbox One exclusives. You're gonna
Another
have to hear a
interesting
lot
one
more
on
about.
this one is that it has an HDMI in port where it would take your cable, like your cable feed, and you could use Xbox's like guide to guide through all the content.
Wait, clarify that. What do you mean?
Like you take the HDMI out of your cable box.
Yes.
And you plug it into your Xbox.
Right.
And then your Xbox then parses all the information into like an Xbox guide.
Wow.
And that was their whole concept. It was your main entertainment center for
I have to
everything.
admit, that's a cool idea. Back when cable was a thing. We haven't had cable in years. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I've never used it. Some people actually use that feature to stream their games with it, because you can plug like a switch into the HDMI in and then stream out of the Xbox.
Good.
But there's considerable latency doing it that way. So
is there really the encoding in it? It's not real time.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, we'll keep going here. Wow.
You can also see I was listening to some music by Deadmau5 and watching a movie. Now, like many of you,
What movie? Oh, Star Trek.
I also discovered new entertainment
Gay.
my friends like.
Of
And for that,
Thrones.
we created a new area called trending. Here I get a snapshot of what
Did he
is
just swipe with his
popular in
hands?
the entertainment world,
yeah,
both with my friends
Kinect was
and with the
fully
entire Xbox Live
handsy.
community.
It's a little
Of course,
handsy?
I can still browse the great content I've come to love on Xbox, such as games, TV and movies,
Halo,
and
Halo.
music. Xbox Go Home. Now that you've seen the start screen and home experience, let's do what millions of people do every day when they turn on their TV.
Search for pornography.
Guess what?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
They watch TV.
Okay.
It sounds simple and obvious, and it should be, but today it isn't because of the need to change inputs to get to live TV.
No, it just goes channel 3.
That's
it.
going to change with Xbox One. Let me show you.
Video games, channel 3.
Xbox, watch TV.
Jesus Christ. Ads.
TV's weird, man.
Yeah, TV's weird. Oh, The Price is
Right.
Right.
That simple command, I'm watching live TV.
It's a good thing they had planned what was on TV in that moment.
Yeah.
Now here in Seattle, I'm a Comcast subscriber, so this is the programming available in my area. But hold on. Let me show you how we're going to take live TV and make it not only integral to the Xbox,
Integral.
but also incredibly useful through a great new feature
Integral.
called instant switching.
Integral? Is that how you say it? Integral.
Xbox
Integral.
Game. Go to TV.
Me.
Go to music. Watch TV. Yes, that fast. Did you see how instant that was?
For those of us who have ADD.
Come on, it was so good. Let's
I want
see it
music.
again. Let's see it again.
Hey,
Go to
TV.
Internet Explorer. Oh, nice.
That was the worst fucking browser ever.
Obviously,
Still
Bing. I know.
Switching between live TV and all my games entertainment is now as fast as switching channels on your TV remote.
Why
Now,
don't you
you've
just
already
use a
seen
remote?
how simple it is to use your hands to navigate through the Xbox One. But we're going to create a new set of universal gestures to control your entire TV experience. Gestures such as grab and pan and swipe up. Let me show you one of my favorites.
Okay, do it.
Here's an example of how I can get easily back to my home screen from
Notice he has
anywhere
to stand
the
in
system.
front of it. And
I
if
simply
he's
spread my hands,
talking,
grab
he has to step
screen,
away from it.
and I'm back home.
No, that was cool.
Yeah, actually, that was neat.
And if I want to get back to my movie, I grab and I'm back to the movie.
See, it's funny.
again,
The Xbox One now, it doesn't have that picture-in-picture thing.
Right.
Like if you're watching a movie and you minimize it, I don't believe it will continue playing in a minimized state.
Which is a pity. I really wished.
On your TV is now a reality.
It's one of the things.
Introducing.
To be honest, that's one of the things. Even with Netflix on my PlayStation, is I want to be able to surf while I'm watching. Or like, my attention span is just like, okay, this is ending in the next 15 minutes. What am I gonna do in 15 minutes? I'm already winding down, right?
Yeah, you don't want to have that lull.
No, exactly.
The lull would be catastrophic.
Yeah, you spend more time searching. So I want to search while I'm enjoying the thing that I searched.
You're right. Not like you don't want to wait till the end of Netflix when you're watching some sort of hardcore documentary and it's like, hey, do you want to watch Peppa Pigs? Did you watch this?
Yeah, no.
Like the suggestions at the end are always like their shit.
And it starts right away.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have a choice. We noticed it's a small thing, but with Disney Plus, we find it very frustrating that the moment the credits start, like we watch Rebels, the moment the credits start, we stop it. And we're like, okay, we don't give a shit about credits. We get it. Dave Filoni did it all. We get it. He's the best. We stop it. And then when we go back to watch the next episode, it starts us from those credits.
Oh, fuck you.
It hasn't figured out that it's the credits and like we don't care. Take us to the next episode. Right?
Yeah.
Disney has not figured that out yet. That's frustrating. Anyways, first world problems.
I think nobody thought of that at the office. They're like, whoa, what should we do? How do we do this?
Yeah, can we just make it? I know Netflix recognized it. The moment there's like, I think it's when the last 3 minutes of I don't know. It must be some kind of agenda or algorithm where if there's 5 minutes left in the movie, you probably don't give a shit about those last 5 minutes because they're all credits. Right?
It's just fucking annoying.
Yeah.
I'm annoyed.
That's the world we live in. Bullshit.
Snap mode for the Xbox.
Anyways, I'm excited about
Xbox,
using my hands.
Snap
What's going on?
Internet Explorer. With Snap mode, I can run multiple programs alongside one another and easily interact between them without having to shut one down and start up another.
Oh.
I don't think it does this.
Xbox favorites.
Really?
Star Trek. Okay, so right now I'm watching Star Trek, and I've heard great things about the sequel, Star Trek Into Darkness. So now I can use Internet Explorer.
And JJ's just in the fucking crowd going,
good job.
And I can even navigate to find movie times and buy tickets.
What?
And again, at any given time now, if I want to go home, I just grab, and I'm home.
I don't know how to feel about
now
any
I'd
of
like
this.
to introduce for you another amazing thing you can do on your Xbox.
Play video games.
Skype.
Skype?
On Xbox One connects you to family and friends in ways you aren't going to find on other
Do you have
TVs.
Skype on your Xbox?
Not only will you get Skype experiences in widescreen HD with the best living room camera available, but only on Xbox will you be able to do group video calls on your TV. Let's take a look at Skype in snap mode. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and grab my movie and zoom back to it. And to help you show it off, I've asked my friend DJ, one of the members on our sports team, to call in and help me demonstrate. And right on cue, DJ calls in. Xbox, answer call.
Hey, I'm just watching a movie right now. Fuck off.
Yeah. I'm fucking
Looks like you're working
busy.
pretty hard out there.
Hey, look at that set. That's what we need.
Hey, Yusuf, thanks for having me. I'm happy to do it. You
Look
know,
at
it
that.
looks like you're doing okay yourself.
Our parents' living room is really what we need to try to recreate at the office.
Yeah, I'm in.
That's what's coming up next. So why don't you sit back and enjoy it?
That's great. Just make sure when you get to fantasy, you show the real version. You know, the one where I'm in first place.
Yeah. Skype in call. Let me go ahead, though, and show you that Xbox sports offering that DJ was talking about. Xbox, watch ESPN.
No.
All right, let me set up the scene here. Imagine I'm at home watching an NBA game during the regular season, but if you're like me, I like to keep up with my fantasy team. Now what I can do, though, is instead of having to pull out necessarily a separate device, when my player scores here like LeBron, I automatically get an alert that just pops up on the TV, and I can say, Xbox, show fantasy.
That's a bad sentence to say.
Fantasy players right alongside. Really one of my favorites here, and that's Stats Update Live. But in addition, I can go ahead and check out league standings, and you can see here's where I passed DJ with that score from LeBron. Always good when you're doing
The app control is cool.
Is it?
Everything should have app control.
Well, the PlayStation has app control, but it's not fluid. It's not even thought about.
Yeah.
Here's my center, Tyson
I do have to admit, the PlayStation 4 architecture, like the software, is not good. It's not
the
good.
UI is annoying.
Thank you. Yeah, the UI is not good. Yeah. It's really utility, you know?
Yeah.
Or the Golden Globes, or even with political debates, with this ability to have interactive TV.
Somebody's barbecuing.
All right, finally, let's tackle what I think is the biggest challenge with watching TV.
Your eyes.
Anybody?
Your glasses.
For me, it's finding what to watch and keeping up with it.
It's funny because
it's true.
2013, people still had TV.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So they were kind of missed the mark a little bit, doubling down on TV.
Well, you had to really accommodate to what people were using in that moment, though, right? I guess. Like you can't say, you know, hey, welcome to E3. Nobody in the next 3 years. By the time we introduce a new system, nobody's going to be using cable. So we said, fuck it.
True.
You know, everybody would say, well, what are you talking about? And then in 3 years, you get to go, I told you so.
But they backpedaled on all of this.
Right.
They barely. Now the TV mode is a mode that you, if you have like the remote, that's the button you accidentally press to turn on TV mode, and it's like this big awkward, hey, you don't have a TV hooked up, blah blah blah, and it like takes you out of everything.
Oh, that sucks.
Really quite frustrating.
Yeah, okay. As long as the OS can, like, the more OS updates they do, it's malleable to be modern.
Yep.
Like
yeah,
if you can shut off features, I think that's the biggest thing now that I think about it, is being able to turn off features.
Yeah, you're probably right.
And
that's smart.
Yeah, and if you don't have that option, then it's only going to make you frustrated. Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
Xbox, Today's Show. Watch Sci-Fi Channel.
Okay, this is boring.
Yeah, it is.
Watch MTV.
See how far you need to skip ahead to see them talk about games.
That's where I'm going right now.
Pretty cool, huh? Let's see that again.
Okay. It's funny, I do vividly remember this announcement, and everybody's like, where's the fucking games, brah?
I'm already 33 minutes in, and it just got to like, hey, by the way, there's some sports games here. UFC was pretty rad. I still see people play that. That's pretty cool. You know what's really funny? If you go on Twitch when there's a UFC fight happening, like real life UFC fight happening, just go to I'm probably burying the lead here, but wait, let me pause this. Just go to the UFC channel, the category, and you'll see a whole bunch of people just streaming the UFC fight.
Oh, that's right. They pretend to play.
That's exactly. They've got controllers in their hands.
Yeah.
Like, because it looks so realistic, but meanwhile, it's actually the fight. Like Joe Rogan.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's great. Same with NBA or FIFA. I remember watching like the FIFA World Cup, and somebody was just streaming it on their Twitch page with a controller. It was great.
That's pretty clever.
Yeah. Oh, it's a head. Good job. Oh, that's. Oh no. Unlikely that you'll ever get an opportunity to do that type of roundhouse kick. IRL. Okay, so the graphics are brilliant. The graphics are great. It's in the game. Wait. It's in the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Phil Spencer.
Oh, Phil fucking Spencer.
So he's the golden boy now. He is the head.
Yeah, look at this guy.
We've joined forces with the industry's premier publishers to bring exclusives.
Don't move your hands too much or the system's going to shut off.
Xbox and to make our platform the best place to create.
He's really like.
This is a commitment unlike any previous generation.
Okay.
Risty. He's very risty.
He does seem risty. I'm with you on that.
Xbox One will broaden the landscape and canvas for the storyteller and enhance the experience for the gamer, making games more immersive, more personal, and more connected than ever before.
Prepare to fast forward.
As the head of Microsoft Studios, I oversee the work of talented creative teams around
I want to see what game they lead with.
Well, that's kind of what I was going to fast forward to.
Now, using all the power of Xbox One to build original content and break new ground in game creation.
Well, what did Microsoft Studios make? Do you think at the time?
Oh, they were making Halo,
right?
Gears.
Of our platform. That means all of you Xbox fans will get more new, innovative games than ever before, along with all your favorite franchises reimagined for a new generation.
He's an air pincher. Look at the way that he
look at one of those blockbuster exclusive franchises now. A franchise that has embodied innovation, quality, and visual excellence. This is Forza Motorsport 5 running on Xbox One.
Forza. Now, you and I talked about this last week with PlayStation 5 with Forza. I thought the game was way too realistic, which is one of the reasons I never got into it.
Forza?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not very forgiving. That's
right,
for sure.
Right.
It's the DayZ of racing games.
Fair. Like, at least the fantasy of Need for Speed, where you can take corners really quick and, like that. I don't think you could do that in Forza unless you were a goddamn pro.
I'm a goddamn genius.
Goddamn genius. Look at that graphite. Is that gameplay or is that cutscene?
Is that still a trend, graphite?
Yeah, I think it is. Makes the car lighter.
Graphite.
Yeah, you want the car to be lighter.
I liked these games.
Fucking hell.
Oh, God. I don't want to play it. I don't want it.
Whenever there's a commercial for, like, mayonnaise or something like that comes on all the time, I'm just like, I'm never buying your product, ever.
Yeah, you interrupted my life.
Yeah, I don't care. Anytime I see it in a grocery store, I'm like, that motherfucker interrupted my entire experience.
How's the food tasting?
5 will be available at launch, and we can't wait to show you more at E3.
He's a pincher. He pinches like this.
For many of us, the thrill of gaming is defined by those first ever game experiences.
Who dat?
The first time you earned an achievement. The first time you took your Xbox to a friend's
Did they have
house to
trophies
play
back with
multiplayer
the
in
original
Halo.
Xbox?
The first time you painted
Cool.
your car in Forza and traded it
Maybe
online.
not. Xbox 360,
I've
I
seen
think.
how developers are using the magic of the platform to deliver new first ever experiences. Cloud-powered games that change based on the actions of the community. Multiplayer, multi-device gameplay tailored to the unique capabilities of your device. Visuals so real, you'll see the imperfections and effects of time, weather, and wear and tear on the world around you.
Cool.
I want to watch this video next.
I'm going to fast forward this because we're not getting into games at all. Oh, little heads up. I'm fast forwarding and no games. Steven Spielberg, no games.
And this was a big complaint.
Dude, I'm already near the end and we have not talked about it. Call of Duty. There we go. Ghost.
Call of Duty.
Oh, that was it.
Let's go to like let's watch one of these videos that like talk about how embarrassing it was.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, here's a Vine Sauce one that was 3 minutes and 52 seconds long.
You want to go to Vine Sauce? Here, put it in the
I put it in chat.
In the playlist. Oh, okay. No, put it in the playlist if you can, if it's a YouTube.
Save to playlist.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've seen the vision for the game.
There you go.
You've seen the technology behind it. You've seen just a few of the ideas that we're bringing to Call of Duty Ghosts.
Here's the thing. I don't see. Oh, Vine Sauce. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So what's Vinny saying about this? I don't care about Squarespace. Okay, good old Vin. Let's see what's up with Vinny. Oh.
Content, home of Xbox. Entertainment comes alive, more intelligent, casual games, hardware, software, and services. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Xbox One. We believe we can evolve what you love to make it decidedly better and deliver breakthrough innovations.
Actual SEAL team service dog. Every detail is replicated, right down to the scars on the nose and the tattoo inside the ear.
Yeah.
What?
Yes, that fast. Did you see how instant that was? Go to Internet Explorer. Oh, nice. Gestures such as grab and pan and swipe up. Now, have you ever wanted to do more than one thing at a time when you're watching TV?
We watch
Of course
this.
you have. Another amazing thing you can do on your Xbox. Skype. Hey, DJ.
Just make sure when you get to fantasy, you show the real version. You know.
When my player scores here like LeBron, I automatically get an alert that just pops up on the TV, and I can say, Xbox, show fantasy. Oh, nice. Here's my center, Tyson Chandler, and here's how he helps me dominate. Dominate. Xbox, go home.
Oh.
Only Microsoft and Xbox could bring this level of power, performance, and sophistication to the living room.
Actual SEAL team service dog. Every detail is replicated.
Over 2 gigabits of data per second to understand your world. This is rocket science level stuff.
Actual SEAL team service dog.
Rocket level
Games
science.
and applications will create new experiences like you've never seen before.
We've had dogs in Call of Duty before, but never like this.
About 13 billionths of a second that it takes individual photons to bounce off of you. Photons. When you're exercising, it can read your heartbeat.
What?
This is human control for a human experience.
What?
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
Oh, Vinny, you're so sassy.
Yeah.
First time, you and your TV are going to have a relationship.
Oh my God.
Living worlds will fundamentally change the way you play.
Bam.
Living worlds with 3D crowds
And enhance the experience for the gamer, making games more.
What?
All of you Xbox fans will get more new
Will
innovative
beget.
games than ever before. Is Forza Motorsport 5 the first time you earned an achievement? The first time you took your Xbox to a friend's house to play multiplayer in Halo?
What?
Today we stand at the threshold
Ugh.
of another great era of groundbreaking television. Television, TV. Xbox is about to become the next water cooler.
Halo has
What?
always been more than
Oh.
a game. It's an amazing experience that takes place in a rich and deeply connected sci-fi universe.
Halo football. All downloadable content for Call of Duty.
Immersion. But we have the lean feature that's allowed
Immersion. I want to know more about the dog.
Move out of the way when you get close to them.
Here,
Yes.
you can see the dog model from Modern Warfare 3. Our new dog model is taken from high-resolution scans of an actual...
Jesus.
Nobody cares about your fucking
Nobody
dog.
cares. Come on. Is it the end? Yes, that's the end. Holy jeez.
So one of the big bugaboos that we had with the Xbox One launch was the Kinect thing being $100 more than the PS4.
Right.
But also I forgot about they were really pushing hard on digital delivery of games.
Oh yeah.
And I can't remember exactly, but there was some shit about how you couldn't play games offline. Like it was an online only device. So if you bought like a single player game, you couldn't play it off the grid.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. I actually remember that.
Yeah, and Don there, I believe the death knell of his career at Microsoft was he's like, we have a system that can play offline. It's called the Xbox 360. And everybody's like, oh, you don't fucking do that.
We want people buying the new shit.
It was like the Blizzard, don't you all have phones thing?
Right.
Do you remember that?
Yes,
I
do. Funky. As a matter of fact, that's brutal. And yes.
So.
Okay. What do you want next year? E3, the first show ever? Wow. Sony. No, let's not talk Sony. I like the Xbox that we're going down the road here.
I don't think I have much more.
No? Full-length documentary, great history. So, yeah, I don't have anything else either, as a matter of fact. So do you want to quickly, can I click on this, click on this E3 1995?
Yeah, let's watch a bit of it.
Yeah. Well, at least give us an idea. And more importantly, we'll at least get some intertwined Warzone ads, probably. Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I really would like to know more about Warzone.
Well, then we'll make sure to keep it on.
Sometimes even the best of us
Why
forget.
am I not skipping this? What the hell? Yeah, there you go.
Oh, because you're...
So this is the very first E3 is where we're going. In 1995, somebody put together...
1995.
Cobbled it all together from the 95. Now, here's the interesting thing. This is shortly after the old-timey show that we host on a fairly regular basis. Most of their content streamed shortly before this.
What is Jaguar?
I don't know. It's probably,
what is the context of that amazing logo?
Oh, I don't know. Look at that LCD screen change up.
Dude, that's not an LCD screen. That's a flippy screen.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
You can see it flip.
Hey, is that Anaheim? No, where was that?
I think so.
I don't think that's Anaheim Station. Oh.
Hey, it's Rayman.
Electronic Expo.
I believe that's Anaheim.
So that's E3. I don't know. I've been to Anaheim Convention Center many times, and I don't think that's it. No, that's not it. No.
Dude, you don't think they remodeled since 1995?
Nope. It's identical. They've never changed it. Nope.
They've never.
Not to that level. No way, not to that level. I'm going to prepare to fast forward here for a second. I'm going to Colonel Sanders.
Prepare your butt.
Got fast 3D 64-bit games. You want slow flat games? No. Slow.
Well, here.
Flat is for boards. Fast and 3D is for games.
Let's do something quick. I don't know how soon we want to finish this, but look at that Konami. Oh, Jaguar is actually a game. So. Can I give you a little bit of homework right now really quick?
What's up?
While I'm kind of screaming through this, can you look up if there's any launch videos or any commercials to do with Atari or Nintendo?
It's Nerf to the next power.
I want to know more about Nerf. Atari.
Maybe even the Atari 2600 or the Nintendo Entertainment Center. Is there any launch video or little bit longer commercial, or the CEO talking about this new entertainment center is going to revolutionize video gaming?
I just put it on top 10 Atari commercials.
Yeah.
All around everything but,
Sounds good.
Who's that guy?
I don't know.
Can you comment at all about what's coming up next for you guys and the Jag?
That guy's cool.
Bandanas were a thing. The do-rags. I actually wore one for a bit. This is back in the day, and Tanya can attest to this. I used to wear a lunch bag on my head. Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Good night.
Thank you very much. I'm sure people are
Thanks,
really
everybody.
happy to hear that this is gonna be out by the end of June, you said?
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll...
Quick side story. My friend Jason and I, we all used to go camping on the weekend, but it was like the girls were only allowed to go if there was no boys there, and vice versa, right? And so we, us guys, we would rent a campsite, and then the girls would show up and just schedule to have a campsite beside us, and we wouldn't be there when the girls were being dropped off by their parents.
Oh, okay.
If you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
So there was one time that Jason and I, we were walking to go get firewood, and we saw the van pull up with the parent driving and all the people in it, and I had my bag on my head. It's not unlike what I'm wearing right now. You know what I mean? If you really think about it, fashions went full circle. But I had this really colorful lunch bag on my head, and I guess the mother said right out loud, "I hope you don't hang around with stupid people like that." to like, no, we don't.
And then I married that girl.
100% yes. I ended up marrying one of those girls. So
that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
The do-rag, the lunch bag on my head.
The do-rag lunch bag.
Yeah, it was the thing.
Capital ships and star bases. Now, we don't have any capital ships or star bases, but we do have the fighters, the super ships, and the bombers. And I'll run through them right here. The first race I'll discuss is the Telkines. They're obsessed with the number 3. So the ship is sort of three-fold. All of the ships are threefold, and they have this sort of funky purple.
So I'll go to. This is boring as hell. I want to see the Atari. Like, let's end this up with like some real vintage launches. Cool.
Yeah, I put in the Atari commercials.
I see it there. Perfect.
Top 10
Atari
2600 commercials.
Number 10. Number 10.
You don't need to. Oh, Jack Black.
Holy cow.
Scorpions and man-eating crocodiles. Well, Harry and I just grabbed the van, swung through the trees,
Turn this up a bit.
over the tar pits and found the jungle
Eugene
treasure.
Levy.
It was really neat.
If you haven't met Pitfall, Harry, you're missing the year's most incredible video game adventure. Pitfall for the Atari 2600 and in television.
Since I met Pitfall, Harry, no other man will do.
Pitfall was designed by David Crane for Activision.
Wow. We're like, wow.
Out here we entertain ourselves at home. So we got an Atari video game. There's so many different games to play. We especially like Space Invaders. Zapping those little devils from outer space. It's fun. But personally, I think the whole idea of creatures from outer space is a little far-fetched.
Don't have an alien in the. Yeah, I knew it.
No other company offers you as many different video game cartridges as Atari.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
That was fun.
This is the new Frogger home video game.
Frogger.
It's just like the arcade game. You have to hop Frogger.
Look at the money that went into the commercial
And back home to his lily pad. The
for
new
such a
Frogger
shit
home
game.
video game. Bring it back to your pad.
They were so simple.
Yeah, but we talked about it earlier.
Its newest
Defender.
Just like the
arcade,
sick zone. Let me show him the mountain zone. Hey,
check
it out. Get the energy pods. So long, Harley Rock.
Like, they were brilliant at the time, right? Like, that's awesome.
I'll just freeze to the strike zone. The wall. Yeah.
Oh, the wall.
Luther destroys the god.
Oh, the bully wants to play. Oh, is that like Yar's Revenge? I love that game. Vanguard. They basically took the same engine. That's funny. Or code. Same code.
The Konami code?
They're like
Yep.
little solar fox. Like what are we gonna do?
Her.
Worry, Solar Fox, the new video game where speed and strategy.
What is
alone have
this?
to play
Oh,
26
fuck
changing
you.
solar fields, and if you're really fast, you'll skip ahead to even tougher fields.
Really cool.
Solar Fox.
Jesus
from CBS
Christ.
Electronics,
Can I drive now?
where the excitement.
The graphics in the commercial are really good. Like,
That's funny, yeah.
Yeah, enough that I'm like, wow, that actually look. There's no way that was on Atari. That's too good. And then I'm like, oh, that's what it is. Remember when we were talking about like box cover art versus the game?
Totally,
Like,
yeah. This is 100% the same thing.
It's exactly the same thing, right? Even that Frogger ad, like how much money did they put into having that Frogger cartoon animated compared to the budget for the game itself, right?
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
It's so funny how that's changed.
Big time. Solar Fox, not like Star Fox. Not Star Fox. Star Fox.
Yeah. Don't get confused with Solar Fox and Star Fox.
No, very different people. Is that Jim Carrey? Wow. Centipede. Ugh. Listen to that music. It's intense. They're going to cut to a bullshit game now.
Cut to a bullshit game, please.
Cut to bullshit games, please. Yes, there it is. Intertwined.
Centipede from Atari. It could change your life.
That was one of the more popular Atari games.
Yeah,
correct?
of course. Absolutely it was, yeah. Yeah. That commercial wasn't bad. It was a lot of free footage.
I got Donkey Kong, and now I'll get you too, Junior.
What?
I'm Donkey Kong Jr., and that's my papa. I'm trying to save him, and boy, do I need your help.
Nintendo's Donkey Kong Jr., the arcade game, is now the Super Home video game.
Save your papa, huh? Save yourself first. He's chasing me with snapping jaws, and I could fall.
Is that Most Extreme Challenge?
What is it, Ken?
Right you are, Ken.
Save my papa.
Help save Donkey Kong and Papa.
Wow. Yeah, that would have been taken right from it. What? Mario?
Mario, where are you? It's Atari Mario Brothers with Mario from Donkey Kong, his brother Luigi, and lots of crazy creatures. And it's twice the fun when two play at once, because you need all the help you can get.
What?
I didn't know they had.
Wait a minute. That is Mario. Why is he yelling Mario? He's in red. Mario, where are you? It should be Luigi yelling that.
Mario, where are you? Maybe he's just having an existential crisis.
He probably is. Yeah, he's looking in the mirror
he's like,
going, pull yourself together, asshole.
I don't know what's happening, but I like it.
He looks in a puddle that is a mirror reflection of himself, and he's like, God damn, I got to get my shit together.
Oh, just what is going on?
I got to do it. Paisano, let's do this.
Paisano. Yeah.
Mario Brothers, new from Atari.
Wow.
Really? I didn't know that.
I didn't either. Wow.
We're learning things
It's
tonight.
Donkey Kong, the arcade sensation, and now you can play it at home.
Hang on, sweetheart. I'm gonna save you.
Now you can play Donkey Kong on your ColecoVision, Atari
Date night.
VCS, or Intellivision video game system. Donkey Kong has multiple screens, just like the arcade game.
You're not gonna stop me, you stupid ape.
Play Donkey Kong on your ColecoVision, Atari VCS, or Intellivision video game system.
Wow.
I'll save you.
Can you humor me and look up a Nintendo top 10 as well really quickly, and then maybe we sum it up with that? Or no?
Nintendo commercials.
TIE fighters, fireballs, coming right at me. Watch the laser towers. Aim for the towers.
Watch the laser towers.
Watch it out. Green screen.
Oh, here we go.
Wait, my shields are gone.
Save the playlist.
This guy's about to explode.
Done.
Thank you.
Some game, huh? Some game.
In a
calm
galaxy
down.
of video games, there is only one. Star Wars.
That was awesome.
Yeah, wow. Have a nice day.
That was awesome.
Some
game.
Brilliant. And then, okay, last one. This one's kind of long. Are we cool with that or no? It's 14 minutes.
That's the landscape bridge.
Okay, everybody. Keep
guys.
your cool. Keep your cool. So now we get to compare commercials versus what the game ended up being like.
Adventure Island 2.
We played this.
This time, he's not alone in his quest to save his beloved. Various prehistoric friends will help Higgins defeat his fiendish foes.
I don't remember that game.
Adventure Island 2,
yeah.
the premier action-adventure game by Hudson Soft.
Whoa.
Hudson Soft.
Now it's just conglomerate. Hey, Back to the Future. This game sucked. Oh my god, this game sucked. Oh, what? Back to the Future 1 was terrible. You had to skateboard at the very beginning. I never made it past the first level. It was horrendously bad.
That was a short commercial.
Yeah, it was.
Bart!
Yeah, that was a good game.
Hello and welcome to the Caveman Games. Let's go down to the mate toss. Grub spinning his mate.
What? What?
Nice bounce, Crudla. Sounds like it's time for clubbing. There's the finger fake. Yes!
Was that John Belushi?
It does look like John Belushi.
Now for the dino ball.
Can we play this game? Can we compete?
That game was fun. Write down what game this is.
Caveman Games.
You get beaten, you get eaten.
Chris Dollars, new from SNK.
Oh, SNK. They did Neo Geo games. So
Really?
So this has to be high qual, brah.
Dude, that's qual.
Yeah, well, this is not the game. Oh. Oh. That's a shame.
For play on the
From the makers of Labyrinth.
Are you up to the challenge?
You never saw the game. There was no game.
Double Dragon 2!
Yes. Yes. Whoa, you turned in midair.
We played that.
We did. Very minimal. 3.
Martial arts action continues with all new weapons, characters, and street fighting moves against the world's most
More gameplay. That was a good game.
The action keeps coming.
More gameplay in it, though. That's good. Yeah.
Ooh.
I actually remember that commercial. Holy shit. I remember this one as well. Narc. I played it in the arcade. Narc.
Didn't we play this one?
No, I don't think we did. Licensing music.
That means play Dr. Mario on Game Boy or NES.
Not racial at all. Jeez. Walla walla bing bang. Okay. Yeah, you played Dr. Mario for the first time, right?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. The music is catchy as hell in that game. God, I remember that commercial.
Try this at home.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Van Arts. Van Arts, everybody, in case you're wondering about the arts in Vancouver. We're broadcasting from Vancouver right now.
Prepare thyself well, Dragon Warrior. Thy most challenging quest ever awaits. Go with speed, but go with patience. Seek out an arsenal.
Run fast, run free.
Magic herbs.
Oh, is that Final Fantasy? That's Final Fantasy.
Yep. For the Dragon Lord is a fierce rival. Horrible and treacherous minions all guard the evil one's island huts. Art thou ready, young one?
Yes, King Lord.
And so begins a new epic. Dragon Warrior.
Oh, no.
Oh, a friend of mine lent me that game and I never played it.
Huh.
Still have it, I think.
The Game Genie.
Dude.
Bill and Ted. Look at this, trying to rip off Bill and Ted bullshit.
You can go to any level. Live forever. Jump higher. Make your own effects. And get radical firepower.
I'd like radical firepower.
I do. I used to have radical firepower, but I lost it a long time ago.
Jump higher. Stay bigger. Live forever. Game Genie.
Oh, man, look at the box breathe.
Jeez.
Come on. Almost. Finally, yeah!
Oh, that's not good.
But the battle of wizards and warriors continues with
Sir, you're in a little child's bedroom. Can you mind leaving?
Wind, water, and fire. Farewell!
Water. You really enunciated the T in water.
He did. And now that kid's like, I gotta go to the bathroom, and it's down that hallway. Oh, there we go.
Who's Kirby?
Oh, Kirby.
Behind a
Nice.
facade, a physical powerhouse. A street fighter.
Oh.
A weapon.
Look at that Roger Rabbit bullshit.
He's whatever
Wow.
the demands.
That's a lot of money
Evil King
to put
Bean
animation on
stolen
top of that.
Dreamland's dreams. Now Kirby's fighting to get him back. Level by nightmarish level. That's Kirby. He's cute.
Kirby's using a gun or a knife?
Kirby's adventure.
Nah, he morphs into other people.
Did you see the latest Nintendo newsletter?
No.
Whoa, nice
That's a
graphics.
huge
I'd like to get my hands
newsletter.
on that game. You mean you haven't played it yet? We can play it on my Nintendo Entertainment System. It's The Legend of Zelda.
Fuck you,
and it's
Zelda.
Really rad. Those creatures from Ganon are pretty bad. Octoroks, Tektites, Levers too. But with your help, our hero pulls through. Yeah, go Link. Yeah, get Zelda. Awesome.
We didn't have any of that fun playing that game.
We played that and it was not as fun.
No.
sold separately. Watch Zelda become a legend on your Nintendo Entertainment System.
What? Oops. Turn it up. There you go. That's better.
PPP hand. Levers. Zelda.
What the fuck is
Legend of
this?
Zelda. A never-ending adventure.
I
new
don't
for
know
your
what that was supposed to
Nintendo
be.
Entertainment System.
He was supposed to
I
be
have
Link.
the weirdest boner right now.
Okay, that's odd.
Mendel Palace. Candy is trapped in a dream world by her own dolls. A video game fantasy.
Oh, that looks like Sunsoft.
200
That looks like a
levels,
Sunsoft
even
game.
a two-player mode. Will you reach Candy
Really?
before something else does? Mendel Palace by Hudson Soft
Oh, they,
for Nintendo.
oh.
Challenge is Metroid. The power is
Metroid.
Who knew this was going to be so amazing?
against the evil Mother Brain. It's survival or destruction. To battle or die. Metroid only from Nintendo. Play Rad Racer. Play with
Loved Rad Racer. God damn, I love this game.
Was it
hairpin turn.
radical?
It was. The arcade was so good.
Rad Racer only from Nintendo. Now you're playing with power.
I'm playing with power. Oh, Jesus.
Oh man, Vimeo.
Jesus, Vimeo. Enough with that. Okay, 5 more minutes left here. We're good.
Punch Out by Nintendo.
Punch Out.
11 world-class contenders. Take them down with your
Out.
controller, beat them all, and you've got a shot at Tyson's title.
There's a speedrunner I've been watching that speedruns this game, and it's
Really?
good. Oh, it's very good.
Is this before he bit the ear?
Yeah, before his tattoo, before his
Now you're playing with power.
bullshit.
What will the future bring from Nintendo?
More hits
Alien?
like Super Mario
Oh.
Brothers.
Oh my god, I remember this commercial.
Kung Fu.
Is that
Nintendo
Kung
has the
Fu?
most video
Kung Fu.
game hits. Hogan's Alley,
Duck Hunt.
and more like
No,
Sport.
those are the only 2 games that required the
And you
gun.
can play them only on the Nintendo.
Gee.
You don't get to introduce and go like Outrun, or what do you say? The shooting game.
Duck Hunt.
Outlaw, and Duck Hunt, and more. No, that's it. That's the only 2 games that they made for that goddamn thing.
Now you're
Stupid.
playing with power.
Will you be the one to witness the birth of the incredible Nintendo Entertainment System?
Robbie.
The one to play with
Robbie.
the extraordinary video robot, batteries not included.
Batteries
he
are
helps
never
you tackle
included.
even the toughest challenge. Will
Who
you
holds
be
a
the
controller
first to
like
raise
that?
the incredibly accurate Zapper
Maybe
and play
it's
games
that
like Duck
Alex
Hunt
Bravo.
or action-packed Hogan's Alley and high-flying Kung Fu?
They named the
Each
2
sold
games
separately.
again.
Will you be the one to experience the Nintendo Entertainment System? Comes
Those
with Rob
kids
Zapper
were
control
white.
deck, 2 controllers,
Yeah, wow.
Gyromite, and Duck Hunt.
Punch Out. Nintendo has the most video game hits. Hogan's Alley, The Legend of Zelda, and more like Metroid, Rad Racer, and you can play them only on the Nintendo.
They've only really mentioned like 6 or 7 games in any of these
They're
commercials.
the best games. Why wouldn't you mention the best
No, I
games?
guess so. Were those the ones that had the best budget to handle commercials?
Get hold of the Nintendo Entertainment System.
when you master Rob the video robot and meet the challenge of gyro.
I never understood what the fuck that game is.
When you shoot the
What game?
light-sensing
Like what
zapper.
Rob? Like you using Rob?
When you play the
I think it was just a
system with the
gimmick.
most arcade hits, you're playing with power.
You're playing with power.
Nintendo Entertainment System. Now you're playing with power.
Paperboy. Oh, that's a shame.
Paperboy.
Wow, this is a good commercial that really emulates the game. Actually.
Yeah, I think this.
Huh.
Warning. Such behavior is irresponsible, immature, and very foolish. We recommend you try it at home.
Yeah.
Paperboy from Mindscape for your Nintendo.
Okay, that was a good
Entertainment
commercial.
System.
It really emulated the vibe of what the game was.
That was good.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, is that new Superman? Is that Chris? What's his name? No, I guess it's not.
Now you and the games are one.
I want so badly. I want a Power Glove, and I don't know why.
Oh, thanks for the follow, Retrologist W.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
The Power Glove. Everything else is child's play.
Rick.
Flash Vince Coleman, the steel.
There we go. Sorry, we lost audio there for a second. There we go. Thank you for the follow, by the way. I think we missed that. Thank you, Rickless W. Appreciate the follow.
Mario.
Yeah.
Mario.
See,
Mario.
I remember this too. Oh, the Vimeo. Oh my goodness.
I remember Vimeo.
Yeah, remember Vimeo? Jeez. Add. Abort. There we go. Yep. This commercial was on every Saturday morning, man. I remember it.
1, 2,
And 3.
Nintendo.
1, a 2.
You know, now you're playing. Now you're playing with power was the catchphrase. Like, oh god, no more rapping. Come on. Stop. That's the
No wires.
whitest family ever. No.
Players 1 and 2. Higher scores is what you'll see. Supersonic will set you free. No wires.
No wires. How did it work?
They might have used this
IR?
They must have used Video Toaster for that ad.
I would assume so.
Swords and Serpents takes you to a new world where you become one of a band of super warriors.
Super.
Do you enter the dungeon, choose your weapon, or forge ahead? The battle is at hand. You must aim
Forge
experience and
ahead.
power by defeating the evils of the dark. Danger lurks in the dungeon, but so do the rewards. Enter Acclaim's world of Swords and Serpents on your NES if you dare.
There we go.
And there's another thing, Mikhail. The kids these days. Tetris, Schmetris, all the time it's Tetris. They want to play.
Tetris, what are you gonna do?
Tetris.
If only we had a battle royale version.
Yeah, if only.
Wait 40 years. Wait 40 years.
I love Tetris. Tetris is dope.
Absolutely. It's so simple,
I'm the
right?
creator of Ultra games for Nintendo, like Metal Gear, where you're a commando searching
Metal
for
Gear?
deadly weapons. Defender of the Crown, with strategic castle sieges.
What is that bullshit?
in distress.
Joust.
Skate or die. In 5
Skate or
rapid
die,
events,
man.
Retro
Great
against
game.
Defender or Bionic Lester. So check out Ultra games. Remember, I'm never farther than your...
I love it's just the guy like pushing his face through the chroma key.
Yeah.
Like they've got the resolution like there, and he just pushes his face through the chroma key.
That's cool. I dig that.
Yeah, exactly. Really cool effect, right?
Ultimate
Oh,
game.
WWF.
Me waste the Macho Man with the claimed WrestleMania for the Nintendo Entertainment System. A leg drop, an elbow smash, a body slam.
Against Macho Man.
WrestleMania from Acclaim.
Oh, yeah, I want a rematch.
Snap into a Slim Jim. That's it, dude. That's
that last one really brought back some nostalgia.
That brought back nostalgia, I think is how you say it. Well, dude, we've been streaming for just over 2 hours, and typically
that was a blast from the past.
Typically, we try to keep these Thursdays a little shorter, and we failed once again. But
how dare we?
But I love the pace that we're on. I love the fun that we have. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. As long as we're watching something cool, I don't care to sit here.
Agreed. Yeah, agreed. There's and for the sake of Retrologist W, who are we? What do we do? Go, Danny.
We're the Retrologist. We discuss the various every Thursday at 7 p.m. Now, saying the various sounds a little bit pretentious, but that's just a funny way of saying we discuss whatever the fuck we want. It's
kind of true.
But most of the time it involves
retro
video games and culture and retro.
Yep.
And farts and chicks.
True.
Well, maybe not so much chicks.
Well, farts.
Well,
farts. We kind of want to talk about anything to do with the past and how we got to where we are, and really appreciate and celebrate, old technology, which is the same thing as saying the word tech. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
You know.
I guess next we'll have to do the iPhones.
Wow. Wow. Because I was watching the iPhone 1 release. I think I even put it in our Trello. Like, I was watching that, and it is super. It's interesting to see where it started as a smartphone, the iPhone, versus where we're at right now. Right?
Yeah.
There's lots of opportunity for that. And throughout the week, for everybody's reference, when Danny and I are not hanging out every Thursday together, we're streaming individually. We're streaming our own gaming. As a matter of fact, it's after 9 o'clock right now, and Last of Us 2 is official. I already preloaded it, and I'm kind of good to go.
Oh, man, you're just going to start streaming right after this stream?
No, I think... it's funny. I was about to make a joke saying, no, I'm going to spend the next 6 hours designing my character. But then I'm like, no, that's Cyberpunk. And Cyberpunk got pushed back, by the way, again.
It'll be done when it's done. It's all good.
Perfect. That's the right answer. No, I don't. To be absolutely honest, I may not. I've had a lot of screen time throughout the day today, and including now, that I may actually not play Last of Us 2.
That's probably a good idea.
So I think I'm going to jump on tomorrow, and if you and I want to go tandem, then I might stream for a tiny bit, and then if you're going to do Apex tomorrow night, as you typically do, then
maybe.
Then
I will. Maybe I won't.
Then I'll toss you over.
Whoa.
I don't know what that means. But then so we stream our own games. We stream our own kind of content individually, but we always come together Thursdays. And as of recently, I've been having a lot of fun on Saturdays. It's been generally Saturdays, but sometimes it could be Sundays. We're going to nail down a time. But I've been playing Mario Kart with my nieces and my nephews.
Yeah, that's fun.
And they're
tuned in
good.
a little bit. It's pretty hilarious.
My nieces are really good at Mario Kart. So, and I thought egotistically, I'm like, oh, I'm amazing at this game. But they're not. One of my nieces, Maev, she kicks my ass every single time. So I've got to be all bravado. Like, if you see on social media, I keep posting all the shit that whenever I win. But the reality is 90% of the time she's winning. So I got to up my game.
You got to up it, man. You got to up it.
And you
got to beat the snot out of those kids.
There's a weird sentence to say, but I just recruited another child today who's going to join us on Mario Kart. So it's going to be me against a whole bunch of kids. And if I can get, it allows you to play up to 8 people. So if I can get 7 kids against me, I think it'd be kind of fun to do that on a fairly regular basis. So
I dig it. Let's roll with it.
Yep. So that's going to happen. So be aware on Saturday or Sunday. I'm going to go live on that. And Last of Us 2. That's kind of me. What's going on with you?
What am I doing? I'm going to play some DayZ this weekend, I think.
Oh, you are? Nice.
Because DayZ is hilarious and weird and cool.
Yes.
And I'm going to try to play some more of that Dark Souls game because I've been neglecting it after finally beating that first boss.
You beat it, though. You did beat the boss.
I did beat the boss. First boss. Took me probably about 2 hours of gameplay to beat him.
Okay.
But I watched some of the. We watched some of the. What are they called? Speedrunners.
Yeah.
And they just went at it brazen. They just brazenly got in the boss's face, and it worked. It was crazy. You just close the gap.
It's kind of like life. You just have to have confidence and just walk right up to somebody and just tell them how you feel, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's good advice.
So I think I'm going to do that. But mostly just sit and cry because I'm not playing The Last of Us 2.
Can you play it? Is it for Xbox?
No, it's a PlayStation game.
Oh, okay. Well, then you can live vicariously through me. So I kind of expect that if you wanted to come in while I'm playing it, I'll throw on Discord and we can chat while I'm playing it. And then you could be kind of commentary to the game if you wanted to.
Okay. All right. Well, let me know.
Okay. That sounds good. So is this good? Are we?
That's it.
Are we
That's it.
Wrapping?
We're done.
Yeah. Thanks everybody for tuning in and celebrating tonight. Since it was focused on PlayStation last week, it became Xbox this week. Super fun.
Expo, yeah.
That was a lot of fun and really educating too. So thank you, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. And thanks for watching, everyone.
Yeah.
We're gonna call her quits.
Remember, just lastly, to hit up our social media at Retrologists.com is our website. Twitch actually just changed their embed features, so normally this stream would be embedded into the website, so you can go there at any point. But there's been some changes, so I've just got to get some dev code and put it back in. But or you can go to our social media on Instagram, Facebook. I'm going to start populating Twitter a little bit more. So there's lots of opportunity to hang out with us and also hit up our Discord. The
Discord.
Yeah, the Discord. If you don't mind putting in the Discord, I'll do it right now. Yoink. There you go. Discord's right there. And we've also got all of our socials. If you don't mind hitting socials there. So it's in I'll do it. Socials.
Too late, I did.
Oh, you did it. You're all grown up. I love it. So there's certainly lots of opportunity to hang out with us. So just as you were saying, Danny, sorry to derail you there. We're done.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. Have a good night.